Mm.
Yeah, but it's equal in Westlake. That's great.
I'll just take it.
Okay. Both. Then you go talk about this. And then go talk about this. I don't want to get Carl spend the money that ain't mine.
Well, talk to her about it first. What up, everybody?
I'm just
45.
I'm just confused, that's all.
Hold on. Goodbye. Lucky that hill wasn't there. Lucky that hill was there. Smoke some different type of marijuana. Oh, scratch and sniff weed. It's still stuck because you can't get it out of it. But how you doing, everybody? I need weed sometimes. Cherry gelato. I said cherry. Hell yeah. Why not? Black cherry gelato. Holy fuck. And you get this bad boy in there. I gotta go. Be right back. If anybody comes by, tell them I will be right back. I just gotta go get some ice.
Kind of. Holy.
I'm right here, everybody. Oh, you want to come up here? Yeah. What the fuck is this? Yeah, come up here. All over my motherfucking hand, dude. Cool, cool. What up?
What up? What up? What's up? Happening?
Hold on a minute.
What
Hello?
what happened
What's
over
up?
there?
Shit, I had to open up something. Open up a vape. I got a bunch
I
of
heard
fucking
something. Uh-huh.
rosin all over my hand right now.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Trying to collect it.
Now I'm trying to fucking take the fucking thing with all of it on there. I didn't know it was on there. And I picked it up and it was all full of fucking rosin. Oh, I'll be right back. I get some ice.
Yeah.
But I'll be right back.
I still be just as cute when you back, so.
Sup, Spooky? What up, though? I hope all you people down there where the storms are coming, hunkering down. Forget where you're from, Spooky. We do have some people from like Kentucky area. I think that's where there's a big storm coming. Happy birthday to you, Mr. President. I think that was Marilyn Monroe saying happy birthday to JFK. Guess they don't do that anymore. Some hottie singing to the president. Hey, how do I sound over here? How's my mic coming through? Anyone know of any good cannabis festivals I could go to this year? Thought I would ask. Shit, TJ, fuck, man. Not in Missouri, I guess. You'd have to go out of state, I'm thinking. Got Illinois right there. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the sound check. I'm thinking Illinois probably has I have family that lived there, and I was told were at some good events. I forget what they were called. Michigan, they have like events every day. Michigan is so they probably party hard for 420. I've never been to one over here. I've never seen one here in my city in Phoenix, Arizona. They do, but I heard it's not that great. They don't let people smoke there, this and that. Can't sell weed. It's kind of like, what's the point? Oh, you want the seeds? Hmm. Who would know more about that? My buddy Red Pill might know. He's in Wisconsin. Wisconsin's still illegal, um, but he does go through different states, and he's all about seeds. Let's see where else. Maybe Oklahoma, dude. Oklahoma might. I think they have the most amount of dispensaries now out of any state. So possibly, was it Oklahoma? Is that what I'm thinking? Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Yeah, right there next to Missouri. Oh, Oklahoma Medical Marijuana 420. New strain contests. Thinking if they've got cannabis cups and stuff and contests, they probably have seed. Let's see this on Facebook. 420 Festival. No, this isn't the official. Yeah, we'll probably have to ask a few more people, TJ. But Oklahoma 420 Festival. Let me look that up. Oh, Oklahoma, April 12th through 13th. Oklahoma City Canacon in a convention center. And there's a reggae fest, another reggae fest. Canacon. Hmm.
Hey,
Hey, hon.
are you on the line?
Yeah.
Alright, I was just
Oklahoma City CannaCon is a collaborative event in the cannabis industry for professionals, pioneers, entrepreneurs, investors, experts, foster partnerships, showcase products. CannaCon.org. Okay. Huh, I don't know. Can't find it to see if CannaCon sells seeds. OKC Convention Center. Tons of products. They show pictures of past ones, but doesn't have like a list or anything. Okay. It's a lot of products. Oh, this one, Friday, April 5th. They have one. Another CannaCon in Oklahoma.
Unbelievable. Oh, okay, I'm back.
All right.
Holy fuck. What are you doing?
I was just looking up different events this
Oh, yeah?
month for DJ.
Uh,
He's looking for a fest that where they sell seeds.
uh,
Hmm.
the Weed Seeds Fest.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
bro.
some events. There's some events where they're not selling much of anything. It's more about partying. Then there's the ones where they got all sorts of booths and people selling stuff left and right, but no seeds. Some places you can't sell seeds in the state. Like we don't have seed stores here. I don't know if you guys do over there.
You want to get some seeds? Get some seeds from, what's his name? Tim Belushi.
Yeah, he's got his own.
He has his own company.
Mhm.
Like, what the fuck? He's selling Blues Brothers weed.
Mhm.
Him and Ann Aykroyd.
Oh wow.
They're selling Blues. Yeah. So I got this fucking thing, dude. Look at this shit.
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna smoke tonight. The whole fucking thing is full of teeth. You see that shit, dude?
Heck yeah, dude. If you want that to burn better, you would put another rolling paper on top of it, and it'll burn slower and more even.
Yeah.
You won't waste
So
much keef. That's just something I do.
just take a regular rolling paper and just roll it like a regular joint.
Yeah, right on top of it,
Yeah.
on top of the
Yeah.
keef. Because otherwise, the keef kind of like burns away. The smoke leaves the joint, But if you put a paper in it, it like keeps it all in there. Sally
What up?
Mansell with curly
You see
hair,
this, Sally, man?
taking a bong hit,
Look at that, Sally, man.
Good.
All full of teeth.
surrounded by keef joint.
That's what Keith looked like?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that was funny, dude.
Oh, yeah, surrounded by teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the big fat joint I rolled up yesterday?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
Like a blunt sized joint.
Look at it like a fucking blunt joint and shit. I'm getting fucked up today.
Is that infused with concentrates?
Oh yes. It's
Heck
like
yeah.
all in this motherfucker. Plus, this is some good ass homegrown good shit. Fucking it's got Weeders in there. God damn, dude. That's a fat fucking. That's like a whole fucking quarter right there.
Sal, I don't know if you read
Fucking
TJ's comment. I don't know how much you know TJ, but he's always joking around.
yeah. If you want to come up here, TJ, you can.
How would you pimp me out, though? I got the pimp girls. I'd be the pimp.
You'd be pimping yourself out. He's just saying you look so good, he could pimp you out.
I was confused with that comment. I was like, wouldn't I be pimping you, though, with the pimp girls?
IRL.
Right?
Drunk dude.
Dude, you know what it just reminded me of a Jerry curl. Remember Jerry curl back in the day? Black people would like put something in the hair
Yeah.
to relax it.
I would
Yeah.
have to put activator in there to make the Jerry curl. And activator was just fucking
And
grease
they sit on the
oil.
couch.
It was sprayed,
And then they sit on the couch and there's a
Okay.
bunch of grease everywhere.
Yeah.
right?
Man,
Horrible. Let your soul glow.
It was in the movie Coming to America with all three dudes
That's
sitting
what
there.
that's what the commercial was. That I was like, let your soul glow. That's the
Stuff
name of
right
the,
here
the
I
product.
bought.
Soul glow.
I bought a brand new strain. It's called Black Cherry Gelato.
nice. Hot gelato.
You know who had that not that long ago? Who was it? Maniac. I remember him saying that he had the black cherry gelato.
All right, so I tried the banana, I tried the Peyton, and now I've got the what is this called? Yeah, gas. I can't even pronounce it. Gas Gashada. gas and chata. Oh yeah, horchata and great gasoline.
I grew a
Chata
strain
and
called Black Cherry Soda back in the day. That was pretty fun.
that was famous. That was a famous strain, dude.
I got
Everybody
a
wanted that, especially in
strain for
concentrated.
I love live weed. I might get it next time. It's called 1 Foot Bagel.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
one
named
foot
after a lady.
bagel. Yeah.
You should find seeds and give it to Troy and Bagel. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, I got a bunch
Is it?
of videos and pictures of that black cherry soda on my Sally Man's House Garden account on Instagram
Yeah,
that I got locked out of
Oh,
years
shit.
ago.
I remember everybody raving about that one and people making BHO out of it.
Adam
Oh
and Steve.
shit. Plug her.
Wouldn't it be? I don't know, dude. Like I'm with you on that one, but
Oh
if
man.
that's the case, bro, Lilith would be the original Eve, and the new Eve would kind of be Steve also. If Adam took a rib off his body and created the second female, that female is male. I don't care what you say. That rib is male. To turn into a female, I call shenanigans on it. I always
No,
said
no,
that.
no.
That
It's
got me. That got me in trouble.
a man is XY. Look at those as the ribs. He
Oh, I
took
know
the
that.
X. He took the X and made a double X. Wow, we're XY. He took a part of. This is my own thinking, you know.
No, no, that makes sense. You got like crossbones of the skull and crossbones if you want to go there, if that's what you're saying. Or yeah, yeah, you are. Oh, that got deeper. You're like, oh fuck, yeah, they're right. So fuck, skull and crossbones. That might mean something out there. That's why I said that. That opened up
Yeah,
a whole new
There it
chapter of
is.
what you were gonna say.
yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. I'm when it comes to conspiracy stuff, dude, I'm always fucking keeping my mind open on shit I can't understand. That's what it's for. You know what I mean? If you want to go there, you know what I mean? That's how the universe or this reality works. The more you know, the more you find out you don't know shit, and then you just have to be okay with that. And as long as you're not going to go crazy, knowing the fact that you're never going to know everything, you're just going to know enough to keep you going.
Yeah, Steve.
Dude, even the Bible says that for even if we lived forever, we could not learn everything. There's so much.
Well, we won't learn everything until after this lifetime, and then after that fact,
Even
where we
then.
How
wouldn't
do
be
you want to
human
live
anymore. We'd be
forever?
in spirit form.
I don't want to live forever. You know why? Because I don't want to see the sun blow up when it kills us.
Dude, don't no, you're not gonna see the sun blow up, dude. But what you're probably gonna see in our lifetime is
You know,
this star called Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse is
yeah,
supposed to
that
go
blows up.
supernova pretty soon. If that
Yeah,
blows up, it's gonna be exactly like Star Wars, bro. We're gonna have two suns and
yeah,
shit looking up in the sky. I'm not even joking.
fuck
That's what it's
yeah.
gonna look like.
Are you talking about a gamma ray that's 1 light year across?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking huge, dude. I'm like, holy shit. And it almost touched our solar system. I'm like, holy
There's
fuck,
a
dude.
There's a few movies that show like a supernova bursting like that. I forgot what movie it was. I think it may have been Valerian or maybe a Star Wars movie, but where it showed just a supernova happening and everyone's watching it in like a maze, going like, "Wow, the whole planet's watching." I believe it was Star Wars,
And
where everyone's just like,
and
"Fuck, there goes the
scientists
planet."
Did you
and
see the movie
scientists
Don't Look
already
Up?
no. Mhm.
It's an interesting
Probably
movie.
did. I probably did, but I didn't know what it was.
Happy Life Day too, by the way. I didn't tell you that today, even though
Yeah.
I told you yesterday. 100 times.
I am
I reminded
officially
everyone.
45. I
Oh
am
yeah.
now officially 45 now. Holy fucking Jesus Christ, dude.
Welcome to
Yeah,
the
you're
club.
almost over the hill. You're approaching the
Can't
hill.
believe
The
that
peak.
shit. Man,
You're
I have to
halfway
be
onto
high
the
for
hill.
this to fucking believe it.
It's hard to
Hey,
believe it too.
holy
I thought you
fuck.
were in your 30s.
I wish I was. Not be more younger.
Yeah.
I'll take 45. Fuck it, you know. I live one day at a time. That's all you gotta do. Live one day at a
Longer than that.
time. You know, do some
You
shit.
keep coming back.
Yeah,
I'm 1 hour at a time.
yeah. until I can hide, and I'm like fucking. You don't see me for like weeks.
There you go. There you go. If I'm not smoking weed, I'm 1 hour at a time. But if I'm smoking weed,
It's
dude,
like
time doesn't exist.
people in my town only see me when I fucking leave for groceries. Probably, it's probably when I cut my grass. About it.
I don't like clocking back into reality.
I don't really like going outside anymore.
Responsible.
Like, fuck all that shit. That's why my parents couldn't ground me back when I was a kid because I stayed in my room all the time. What's up? Thank you very much, blissful love.
What up, love? It sounds like I'm talking
I
Australian.
stayed in my room so
love.
they couldn't ground me.
Yeah, that was the thing with my kids. I'd be like, "That's it. No more video games for you, Dad. I don't play video
You,
games.
you know
Fine.
how
No
my
more
parents
TV.
fucking
I
grounded
don't
me?
watch TV."
Cheers, Brown.
They didn't take away. They didn't take away my shit. They took away my fucking weed. That's how they grounded me. Oh, you can't smoke this
Oh, that's the
for
worst
2
thing you
weeks.
can do, man.
Fuck yeah! I go back to my friend's house and get some more. Jump out my window.
Meet me
Fuck
halfway,
that
bro.
shit.
That's wild.
They're like, "What the fuck are you doing outside? You're supposed to be in your room." Yeah, am I? And then I'm sitting there with a fucking quarter bag of weed in my pocket. I got punished back in the day. I just fucking sleep it off. I had a bunch of liquor in my room, anyways. When I was a teenager, I had about fucking 24 packs in my room with 2 fucking gallons of fucking. I think it was Captain Morgan back in the day.
Kind of how I felt. I had a PlayStation back in the day. You know, I mean, I was good.
Hell yeah. I only drank all that shit when I wanted to drink. I was like, okay, I feel like drinking 6-pack today. I'll drink a couple, one shot, then I'll lay down.
I used to do beer runs when I was little. I would
Yeah, me
do
too.
beer runs and then fucking have a backpack that I called the Bag of Magic Tricks. And then I was the guy who started the party, basically. I would gather all my friends together, and if we had a chill spot to chill at, I'd bust out the Bag of Magic Tricks, which was always a handle of Malibu or vodka. And then I always had an ounce of weed on me. I had a bong. I had everything you need to fucking get the party started and shit. And then everyone brought their 2 cents into the mix, and it became a good party.
I remember when I was 18, my friend used to work at the grocery store down the street from me, and every fucking Friday I would go in their fucking like dumpster and pull out the trash bag of doom was full of liquor. I was like, blue.
What if it was
blue
trash day and it
label?
got thrown away, though, dude? That would suck.
No, it won't. I get that around like 7 p.m.
And then what if, like, Mr. Bumman? You gotta always watch out for Mr. Bumman. Mr. Bumman
Yeah.
always goes into that fucking trash can and takes your alcohol.
When my friend he throws it away, oh, that guy won't know shit about anything. When my friend throws it away, I'm usually down the streets when it happens. Okay, you threw it
Yeah,
away.
do that
Okay,
shit
right
in
there.
California. I'm telling you that right now. California, dude, that dumpster would have already been ransacked every 5 minutes by somebody else.
We fucking
They make their rounds.
he'll put it in there. 5 minutes, I come by, grab that motherfucker, go through the alley, and walk that motherfucker home.
No, your best
Hopefully, I
bet
don't
is to
sit
put the
there
shit
and
in the
like,
mail or the mailbox or something like that. But even then, a neighbor will see you thinking you're trying to rob somebody else's mail, and yeah, you're in trouble.
yeah.
That's a federal offense, so they'll call the cops.
And I'll just sit there and walk it home, and hopefully the police don't come by and say hello.
Hello. I see.
You can have an excuse for that, though. You can say you're what do you call it? What do you call that? That hobby where you go and like you look for the GPS coordinates for that little stash, and people look for it and find it, and it's like the coolest thing ever that they found the little thing.
But you know,
There's hobbies.
when I did it, I was always lucky. I never got caught by the police. Nobody came by me. I take the crosswalk. and then I disappear, and then I get to my house, I go to my backyard, and get to my behind my garage, and I pull out like 7 bottles of fucking Mad Dog and fucking 3 fucking cases of Budweiser and shit, and fucking 2 bottles of fucking Bacardi. Yeah, we partied.
I've done the Bacardi before. I called it Bat Juice because it has the logo on it. And I would drink the 151 Bacardi, and I would peel the what do you call it? The aluminum foil thing that's on that on the tip of the I'd peel that out, take a swig, leave it in my mouth, light my lighter like this, and go yoga flame, and then just start blowing fireballs and shit, dude. I would do that on a picnic table. I at this time I grew up at a beach area, so like picture me at a fucking park near the beach on a fucking cement picnic table doing all this crazy shit. Now, that's exactly what I was.
That shit was awesome. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, those are good times. The park
at that
was called
time,
Green
I was on
Park.
the other side of the world, fucking partying.
Yeah,
Everybody was getting high at that time. Fuck.
everybody was getting high at that time, and the atmosphere was like summertime year round because it's in the beach area of Southern California, and you could be chilling there at like 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning, and it's like 80 degrees outside, so you can pass out outside and just drink and party and shit like that. This was back in the day when the streets were safe. I don't know about doing that shit nowadays because there's people doing those crazy drugs and you'll get shot or someone will steal you or.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day, it was kind of safe to be a fuck up. It was cool about it. Everybody was cool about it too.
Yeah.
The neighbors would be like, "No, that's just Sal being a fuck up today, dude. He'll sober up tomorrow."
I was a fuck up for a long time.
Yeah, everybody knew everybody, so it was like you got in trouble, dude. They'll just come to you and talk to you about it later and be like, "Hey, man, you fucked my shit up."
My brother used to say,
"I'll pay you back, bro.
there goes Sean again. He's gonna fuck up everything again." I come back all fucking drunk, high as fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm 21 today. I went to the bar and they gave me free beers.
As long as we're only doing this for one day and you're not going to be a girl about it and have a birthday week or something, I'm okay with it.
Nah, it's one day.
Oh, okay.
I only have one birthday. That's the whole week.
You got a birthday month, really, dude? So we're gonna celebrate your birthday every month or every day for the whole month? I don't know if I have enough alcohol for that.
But in the rules of to give people birthday punches, you have a week. After a person's birthday, you have a week.
The older you get, I think the birthday punches should go away, dude. I mean, 45 birthday punches, you're gonna leave someone fucking purple and blue, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what I mean? You're fucked. You have to hit with 2 fucking fists.
It was even bad too with 18 of them. Fucking all your friends lined up. Next.
I remember being in karate. Remember taking karate as a kid, dude, and it was your birthday, dude?
Yeah.
Everyone in the class had to line up in 2 rows. They take out their belts, and you'd have to run in between them while they beat the shit out of you with their belts. Yeah. How many times? Like, I think I was 12 at the time, so I had to run past that while, like, the purple belts and the red belts and the blue belts beat the shit out of you, dude. I was like, I don't like this fucking class. That's what they did, dude. I was like, this was
what's up? Thank you.
This was 87, 88, 89, around those times, 90. You know, like I was in karate classes at those times. Bullshit karate classes, like taekwondo.
That neighbor taught me how to do karate.
Well, I got my ass kicked learning fucking some good fucking martial arts, but yeah.
Our neighbor knows martial arts. He's Philippine.
That's funny that you say that. I got learned Filipino martial arts too. It was a Filipino Jeet Kune Do. And Jeet Kune Do was Bruce Lee's martial arts, but it was a Filipino version, and they used these weird sticks and shit to kind of fuck people up. So picture exactly what Bruce Lee did, but you had a fucking beating stick on both hands, dude. It was pretty brutal. Yeah.
He was doing exercises outside. Like he was walking back and forth. I didn't understand why he was doing it. And he told me. Then one day he was like 350 pounds. Now he's 120 pounds now. But holy shit, dude. That's why you're doing it.
I used to spar with my friends with my eyes closed, and they would always trip out about that too, because I would kind of feel their movements coming at me for some reason. I would feel, in a way, saying this, I would feel their energies, like I'd feel their arm energy coming at me to punch me, and I would kind of wrap my arm around it and kind of push their arm away from me and just be like, but I would have a bandana around my eyes, and my friends would always trip out about that. And this is when I was drunk sparring with my friends back in the day. They didn't know I knew martial arts. They're like, "How are you doing that stuff?" And I'm like, "It's the drunk powers of the beer." Yeah. I'd never said anything that I knew martial arts back then.
Well, you said they take it back, or they mentioned it.
At least to that crowd, I didn't. These were my punk friends. They wouldn't have cared anyway.
Well, it couldn't be a bigger goof up than what's that donut shop? Not Dunkin' Donuts, but the other donut shop. Krispy Kreme donuts, the one out here.
Okay.
They put fucking 50 grand in a fucking Krispy Kreme. No, I think it was 5 grand in a Krispy Kreme box, and the fucking dumb bitch gave it to a fucking customer, and he took the fucking shit and drove off with it.
I would have too. I wouldn't have given it back to them.
It was like 50 grand, 5 grand or something.
I mean, if Krispy Kreme's giving away bags of $50,000, they can afford it, I think. Dude. What the fuck? 50,000, bro. At a donut shop. What do you think about that? 50,000.
I was like, that's all fucked up to be believed, dude. Holy fuck.
Most people have a bank bag when they give it to the bank people, and they come and pick it up and shit. It's maybe like a couple thousand, dude. 50,000, bro, at a Krispy Kreme. That's probably like a week's worth of fucking like. Yeah, I think
these
it's
are
a week.
The Emmy Award people I'm talking about. Why would you put that 50 grand? Put it in a money bag.
What if he was in on it? What if he was in on it and said, "Hey, man, I'm gonna say I accidentally did this, but we're gonna split it 50-50, and you,
Right?
You know." I would have been smart about it, and if I was a criminal like that, thinking like, well, dude, we're all gonna get fucked over anyway, dude. You know?
Oh, they got fucked over. There's a lot of stupid people working there.
They did. Yeah. Well, Krispy Kreme went bankrupt anyway, dude. That's why they're not around anymore. Maybe like one or two of them.
Well, quit giving away all their money to customers. Maybe they have their company.
They're key lime though. They're key lime fucking Krispy Kremes with bacon bits on top of it.
Though. That was good. Hell yeah.
But nothing beats a mom and pop donut shop.
Some donuts they were awesome, but man, that shit was sugary. I could be a fucking diabetic if I could eat one of those, man.
Oh, I never eat donuts that much, but my favorite donuts are the apple fritters, the bear claws, and anything that's filled with whatever. That's it. Every now and then, like maybe once a month, I'll eat a fucking dank ass. If it's there, I'll eat it. You know what I mean? But I don't go out of my way to eat donuts, to be honest. I don't. I have sensitive teeth, so I can't do that shit anymore.
Yeah, you know,
it was a blessing, bro. Hey, it was a blessing to have sensitive teeth.
I got sensitive teeth right now. My teeth are fucked.
I never had a cavity, bro. I never had a cavity or anything.
I got a cavity here and a cavity over here right now.
I had teeth cleaning. And they made a mold of my teeth one time so they can make an example of what good teeth look like. I think my dentist told me. My fucking brother and my sister hated me, dude. They're like, "You're a fucking asshole, Sal." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "You eat just as much as candy as we do, dude, and you never get any cavities or anything like that." I'm like, I have a certain way of like handling my teeth and stuff like that. I'll wipe my teeth, brush my teeth, and floss my teeth. That's the routine I do. It sounds weird, but it works, I guess. But the wiping I do is I wipe my gums. That's what I'm doing. I'm not really wiping my teeth. The gums are just as important as cleaning as the teeth. Most people don't ever wipe their teeth.
My father had dentures when he was like 38. He was telling me, he's like, "When you turn 40, you better get the dentures. Your teeth are gonna be fucked."
Dude, I had severe plaque not that long ago, dude. That like it was nasty, dude. I got rid of it, dude. Myself, I got rid of it. I don't know how I did it, dude, but my teeth were all connected in the back of the bottom of my teeth right here on the back. I never saw it, dude. It was like yellow, crusty cavity, gingivitis. I don't know what you call it, plaque, but the plaque was as hard as my teeth. It was as hard as my teeth, and I picked it out myself, dude. It was a lot of it too, dude. And my teeth are like brand new looking. I look at it as like if it wasn't for that plaque having it for like a long time, I had that on there during my drinking years and never fucking thought anything of it, dude. And then when I got rid of it myself with a fucking thumbtack or something, dude. I was drunk when I did it, so mind you, I wasn't sober. I was sober.
My teeth are so fucked up. These teeth right here are so fucked up that the plaque is the only thing that's holding it together.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. When they got rid of all this shit, I was like, fuck. It had the texture of my teeth. It had the texture of my teeth. That's how hard this shit was behind my teeth. I never saw this shit. So my teeth looked all nice and beautiful in the front, but in the back, I was like, oh fuck, dude. I don't have that problem anymore. But like, I little by little chipped it all away, dude. It was a lot, dude. It was disgusting, dude. I never knew. Had no clue. My dentist never even told me either, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Never had a fill-in. I always wanted to have braces. I was jealous of people who had them because I wanted to be like Lucy and kind of have like either braces or a fill-in that would let me have radio stations in my head.
I got a chipped tooth. I got a chipped tooth in front of my tooth from playing neighborhood hide go and seek.
Do you still have it, or did you get it fixed?
It broke. It's chipped forever.
So it's just there chipped and stuff. Does it slice the inside of your mouth every now and then when you're just like rubbing?
No, it's just like it's all like fucking rounded out.
It's where not all snaggled. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not all snaggled. You rounded it off.
It's a hole. Plus, I went to the orthodontist when I was like 14. They put a drill up there all the way up to my fucking like brain and shit. Dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? And then they took some fucking flames. They put some crazy shit. It was all smoking and flames coming out of my fucking tooth and shit. Like, what the fuck you guys doing, dude? Oh, we're fixing it. And they
what was the name of that movie? Project Orange or Agent Orange?
I think so, yeah. Oh yeah, Clockwork Orange.
That's it right there. Clockwork Orange. In that movie, that's what the guy signed up for, to get a fucking lobotomy where they go and put a spike at right behind where your nose is and your nasal cavities and your eyes, which is your third eye. You're right there next to your there's a name for that gland there that they're doing it to. But when they destroy that shit, what my theory is some people when they open their third eye, and some people have a spiritual an experience, while others have a fucking they can't handle that shit and they end up going crazy. So they destroy the third eye so they can become somewhat normal again. That's my theory of what they're doing when they do that shit. They don't want you tripping out or actually having an experience or even upgrading to where you don't follow this.
I had an experience. I had an experience when I had an out of a body experience. That was fucking trippy as. I thought I was tripping, dude. What the fuck, man?
Me too. Me too. It's called the Kundalini experience, dude. You only have it once in your life.
Did you think you
once
died?
in your life?
Right over there, fucking. What?
Did you think you died?
I fucking choked out my puke. I was drunk.
That's horrible. That's how most famous people.
I was laying like this. I woke up, dude, and fucking puke was coming out, running out of my mouth like this.
There's a death pack of famous people who died like that, dude. It's called asphyxiation.
Then the craziest shit is when I was looking at myself, fucking sitting on my bed, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Isn't that a trip when that happens?
Yeah, that was crazy, dude.
The trippy part is I'm looking at myself.
I had some kind of out-of-the-body experience, and I saw some dude with a red robe, and he carrying a big, giant book with a long beard. I don't know who the fuck that was, but he told me that I have to stay alive to fucking help people and shit and do some shit.
Right on.
It's either God or Moses.
I don't know, man.
Merlin?
That's Merlin. It could be Merlin.
I
think Merlin's Moses, though.
Ever since that happened, I fucking I like
What up,
my
840?
life more now. What's up, 840? I like
Usually
living now. You know?
yeah, yeah.
I thought he said O's. Like, are we your ounces? He said G's.
Oh, jeez. Oh, like
Yeah.
old
No, it said
How
like
he
like
said
OZ. Like I thought he was saying, "What up, my ounces?"
ounces, yeah.
I didn't see the G. My eyes are all very small because I'm high.
middle-aged Ninja Turtles now. There's no more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Middle-aged Ninja Turtles. That was funny. Now I like this. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
when they
really a
bring some
hit.
shows back, when they bring cartoons back and shit, they never age them. They're still the
No,
same age.
No,
they
they're
will
just
always
like the
be.
what the kids are
For the current
trending
time
on
zone,
at,
that's
at
how
the
old
moment.
they were.
Like right now, I hate when they make new fucking cartoons and they're actually like making like flamboyantly like characters with flamboyant voices where they're like the voice is like male and female, like you don't know if it's male or female kind of voice. I don't like that. Just give them the original voices, you know. Don't try to upgrade them with the styles going on. Well, I call it metrosexual because they turn everything into like ambiguously like male and female voices. Like, hey, bro, we're gonna go and do this for sure. That's like insane. You know what I'm saying? They use certain words where you're just like,
You
oh
get it
yeah,
perfectly.
that's what they're
Yeah.
doing.
Insane! Like what the
Insane. I had to
fuck?
throw that insane in there because everything is insane. Like that word's been overused so much to the new generation lately. Oh,
What the
it's cringe.
fuck?
It's definitely cringe.
That was it
To old people,
insane.
it's cringe. That
That's
are in the now. They're like,
insane.
oh, when old people use that word, like, hey man, I've been doing this all day, but bruh, this is insane. And
I know a lot.
oh
I know a
dude,
lot of
you've been
females
hanging
that
out with
say
your
that.
kids, huh? Yeah, you've been hanging out with your kids too much. That's what it is.
I tell them the story about me tripping, and going home and taking that flower. They go, "That's insane."
Yeah. My kids talk like that. So I make fun of my kids for that all day. They're just like, "You're old, Dad." I'm like, "Am I? Am I?
Not yet.
I am. I am.
We're still young.
I
We're
am." No,
still young.
to them, I'm old. To them, I'm old. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Like when
I
we were
still think the
kids, we thought
'90s
our
was
fathers
yesterday,
were
bro.
old. You
We
know,
all
the same
did. We all
process.
When
think
I
about
was
Now we
that. The
grew
'90s
up.
five,
was yesterday.
I thought the 10-year-olds were old when I was 5. When I was 10, I thought the 18-year-olds were old.
No,
You
but
get
back
it?
then, in like the '80s and '90s, the people
Yeah.
back then, like the 16-year-olds, they looked like they were like 25, 30, and the
Yeah.
people that were 45 back then in the '80s and '90s actually had gray hair and they looked old and shit. So when we became the old people, we're the people with tattoos and the cool
I
hair
want to fuck with older
and
people in
can
the
talk
80s.
all insanely, you know?
They'll kick your ass.
Insane.
Older people in the 80s, they fucking know how to fight.
That's true. We don't take shit. We'll just fight and then we'll talk about it later. Like, oh, well, since you lost, you
80s
want me
babies
to
don't fuck
friends
around.
or be in it? Yeah.
We are equipped with fighting skills. I know
We
I
were
fought a
built
lot.
in with ninja skills
I
from the
fought a
Ninja
fucking
Turtles.
kid. Beat the fuck out of this motherfucking kid when I was a
Master
kid.
Splinter taught us well.
But there were some times I lost. I just didn't
You
have
know
the
who
fucking
taught
beat
Master
my
Splinter?
ass.
Hey, do you know
Fucking
who taught
that.
Master Splinter Sensei, dude? Master Splinter Sensei, actually, it was the old man from Kung Fu Legend Continues taught him. He taught him in the '70s. So when it became in the '80s, dude, he taught Master Splinter. And then when they stepped into the ooze, they all taught each other, man, to survive. Bam.
Yep, they
New
knew.
York.
Why did
And at the
people
same
like the
time,
Ninja Turtles so much? They became what is it called? You
they're
know, when something is
badass,
super
man.
popular.
You
It
see
was
the comic
survival,
book
bro.
action. You see the comic
I
book
read the
looks like
comic.
it's fucking bloody. Yeah, it's bloody.
It looks just like
Holy
the
fuck.
movie Sin City, where it's black and white,
Yeah,
but they have
yeah,
like gore splashes everywhere of
yeah.
actual red blood
Oh,
everywhere. But
bloody. Yeah,
it's a
fuck
black and white
yeah.
comic. Yeah, it's a black and white comic, but there's splats and blood everywhere. They cuss. Depending on what region that you're reading it from, because I had many comics from different areas in the world. And the Japanese one.
I had the comic book at a library when I was a kid. I was at the library and I saw it. I'm like, holy shit! They got these turtles that can kill fucking these dudes with swords and shit.
Yeah.
And then they tone it down a little bit, like 87.
Well, they tone it down so they can play it in America, dude. That's what it was, dude.
Yeah.
But everything in Japan, it's the same thing with Dragon Ball Z. In Dragon Ball Z, they're cussing, they're showing wieners, boobs. It's not meant for kids. Yeah, and then when it went to, I watched Dragon Ball Z in 5 languages, dude. The best one I think is French and Japanese. But
before Ninja Turtles was even a comic book, it was a slogan for a porno or some shit a long time ago. For a porno book, they had some.
I don't know how it got to be for American.
I don't know. It's fucking weird, dude.
Well, Goku has a vagina experience with Bulma, dude. And this is in the other the Japanese version and all the other versions besides America. Yeah, I'm serious. In America, they don't ever show that stuff. Bulma is the wife of Vegeta. Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing. When me and my friend saw the first episode of Ninja Turtles in the half shell and it came on in 87, me and my friend opened up the fucking sewer in front of his house and went in there.
Dude, you guys were looking for turtles, dude. Oh,
yeah,
we didn't find gators, dude. Gators and crackheads in Chicago.
We were trying to open this motherfucker. Like, this thing is too heavy, so we took a crowbar, put it in the hole, and got it in there. We had a roll.
Dude, there's a city underneath there, dude. I'm surprised you guys didn't get lost.
Yeah.
There's literally a city of Ninja Turtle people in there. The mole people live there, bro.
With all our might, dude. That motherfucker opened, and we got it out of the way.
Mole people were in Ninja Turtles. Remember that? The mole people were in Ninja Turtles.
Dude, that down there was fucked up down there. We were all the way in the sewer. Me and my friend had these helmets on. These whole mining helmets that his fucking grandpa had back in Philly and shit. We were down there, and it was like 2 sewers.
The carbine lights on them, dude. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh hell yeah, those are badass ones. We fucking went in that one, took the one to the right, and went in there, and we were like, dude, we're gonna get lost in this motherfucker. Then it was 3 pipes, and it was getting scarier, dude. I was like, holy fuck, shit everywhere, trash, rats. All kinds of shit down there.
Did you put the chat in or the link in the chat so people could come and join? I had to remind you.
Yeah, I put it in there already.
Did you highlight it or what do you call it when you do that?
Oh wait.
That way they can always click it. You don't have to re-share it every so and so in the chat. You can just highlight the motherfucker. I forgot what it's called when you do that.
Pinning it.
Yeah, when you pin the comment. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
R. There it is right there.
In.
Ta-da. Star.
There it is. Keith did it for you.
See? Thank you.
Holy shit, I have curly hair, dude. I didn't realize that.
I got natural curly hair.
You too? I have straight and curly hair. It's kind of my hair is bipolar.
I have natural curly hair because I'm a Italian.
I had curly hair, and as I got older, it got less and less. Then it got wavy, and now that I'm old, it's like straight almost, and just really wimpy. I used to have super thick hair. Everybody would always tell me, you know, and now it's
I'm missing here, right here.
I'm getting old.
If I don't comb it,
all this is gone. I totally lost my hair, dude.
Yeah,
you got
I
a
had hair
mohawk,
just
dude.
like
I would
yours.
grow a mohawk.
In high school, I had hair just like yours, Sal. I would get out of the shower
I
and
had a
just
fro
shake my
like
head.
that, dude. I had a fro
Is that
like
what you
this,
do?
dude, with curly hair.
Oh no!
Oh, I
shit.
can get a fro. If I go like this, my hair is like this big. If I do that, I don't want to. Anyone with curly hair, like if the what do you call it? If the curl actually comes back up, see how long it actually is. I just never let it go that high. So if I throwed it out, my hair would be like this big and be like, "What up, guys?"
Yeah.
I've done it when I was 16 years old, dude. You'd be like, holy shit.
Insane in the brain.
All my fucking friends used to put the pot seeds in my hair. I'd be walking around with pot seeds in school in my hair, and I'd be laying down, and a bunch of pot seeds be laying in front of me. Like, what the fuck did these come from?
I would keep my pens and pencils in my hair at school and bury
And
a
then
I had
plant
a
in
plant
there,
growing in my hair.
put a joint in there.
I
I
had
had one of the,
dreadlocks, and I made a hole inside my dreadlock by poking it with my
Yeah.
finger, and I put a clone in there, and I had it in there for like 2 weeks, dude. It got to the point where I had to cut the dread out because like the roots infused. I couldn't pull
That's
the roots out no
where
matter what.
that's where
Yeah.
my guy was inspired by your story there. That's my character there. You see him with the leaf growing out of the back of his head, my icon? Yeah. That's what he did. Eventually it took over.
There's me graduating right there. High as fucking drunk.
High
I was
as
You look
drunk.
hot.
Yeah, I was tripping on shrooms. And then, meanwhile, my father was he walked into my high school with alcohol in this fucking cup. He's drinking vodka and those little cappuccino drinks, like 3 shots of vodka. And he put the cappuccino drink in there. And he walked right into school with it. He's all
I
fucking
seen the
drunk.
coolest invention where it was a sleeve that goes over your beer can, and the sleeve is literally just
Yeah,
a sleeve that looks exactly like a Coca-Cola can. Say you
Coca
had like
Cola.
a dank ass beer can, the sleeve goes directly over the can and makes it look like a Coca-Cola can, and you're drinking a Coca-Cola instead of a beer. It was genius. I was
Yep,
like, that's cool.
fucking genius. Then I was sitting there peeking, and a lot of my this one woman I knew, she was sitting there crying on my shoulder. I can't believe we're gonna be leaving high school. I'm sitting there like, yeah, I know, yeah. I'm like, oh, man, hurry up, I'm peeking right now.
She was trying to bang you, bro. She was trying to bang you. That's what it was.
I did that already.
That's like going to like what do you call it? Like a wedding.
that that happened over like 6 years later.
They made a movie about that, didn't they? What was it called? Wedding
But
Crashers.
yeah,
Where you go to a wedding just to go get laid all the time.
yeah, I did that before. I went to a wedding, and me and my friend did too. He was like, I need to get some. This dude was so much of alcoholic. He raided weddings to get alcohol. That's
It's the
all.
best thing ever, dude. The best food. You got an open bar. Everyone's just
I
sitting there,
was
just
I was sitting there fucking shaking like we're gonna go to fucking jail. That's what happened. I was dancing with people. No, no.
I was the guy who had to make a speech one time at a wedding at my brother's wedding. The first thing that came out of my mouth was like, "Hey, everybody, I'm drunk," and then that's where it just kind of failed from there for my speech, dude. I was so fucked up.
I went to a wedding and we almost got everybody kicked out of the fucking place. They're like, "Lay the fuck down." I was drunk.
I was yeah. I at my brother that same wedding, I was caught having sex in a car in front of like everybody, dude. I guess the other like it was a huge place where everybody was getting married. There was another what do you call it? There were other people getting married in the same spot, I guess, and they all saw me in there, dude. I didn't give a fuck. I was all drunk in the car. The car was just kind of rocking and shit, dude. Everyone was like, what's going on in there? Whole crowd outside just watching us, dude. It was kind of weird. I kind of felt
I was
embarrassed.
walking in the. I
At
was
that
just
time, I didn't
walking in the. I was walking in the hallway and I felt like, oh, I gotta take a piss. So I pissed in some fucking plant that was in the hallway. And some fucking lady caught me. She's like, "What do you think you're doing?" I was like, "I gotta give your fucking plants the water. Don't have anything. It's fucking dry."
That's how you kill them. You know how like a dog will fucking piss on your lawn and then you got spots on your lawn because the fucking dog pissed on your lawn.
My fucking piss was fucking very fucking acidy that day, dude. Fucking party and fucking so much alcohol, probably like a whole fucking fifth of Jack Daniels and all kinds of shit.
You ever had a friend call you to pick him up because he was all drunk, only to I had a friend named Hootie, and Hootie was like a 400-pound Native American friend. He was Navajo, and he passed out in some random person's backyard basically, and I don't know how he called us, dude, but we ended up finding him in that backyard, and then we got him out of that backyard, and we asked him, "Where do you live, bro? So we can bring you to your house." He gave us the address to his old house, and he told us just to let him pass out in front of his yard, and his parents were cool about it. And so we're drunk as fuck, thinking, okay, yeah, dude, we'll do you a solid. And just fucking, he's like, whatever you do though, don't ring the doorbell. The one thing we did before we left and jumped in the car was fucking ring the doorbell like 5 times, jump in the car and leave.
Bing bong,
And
bing
then
bong, bing bong.
the people that live there, they saw him pass out on his fucking on their grass, and they called the cops, and he got taken away anyway, dude. We tried saving him, but he ended up getting screwed in the end. But it's fucked up. We tried. We tried to help him. It didn't work. Hootie hoo. That's what we used to say to him all the time. That was back when Outkast came out. Hootie hoo. His family have been like for many generations. I forgot what he said. They're the people who speak that secret code Navajo language for the military.
Oh yeah.
There's a name for it. But that's what they even made a GI Joe figure out of him.
Oh no, Navajo.
Let me type.
Navajo.
Let me type in
the Navajo something talkers.
I used to know this one dude. He was Native American. We used to call him Navajo. He was a big time pot stoner dude. He was like the dude from Grandma's Boy, the one that was selling everybody the weed. What are you doing, dude? He was Navajo. He was a native. I think he wasn't Navajo for real. I forgot what tribe he came from. He was a cool dude.
They had a new version of a Native American on GI Joe. I guess his name was Tracker. But that's not the one I'm talking about. Yeah, there's this other one that was like an old version of GI Joe.
They got brand new characters now?
Yeah, that's what I said.
What the fuck, man?
My
friend had every one of them. My friend had like all of them.
This one has like an eagle on the side of him.
Kids like fortresses and all kinds of shit.
It's the Navajo code talker, I guess. That's what they're called, the code talker.
I think
I had to look up the GI Joe to figure that one out. Yeah.
I forgot what that one dude. He was on Native American dude on GI Joe.
That was who I was talking about. His name was Tracker.
I thought his name was Hawkeye.
Hawkeye was somebody else, I think. Let me see. Well, Real American Native American Story 1 goes Adamant, because I'm looking at him right now. The team's original Tracker and debut. Oh, he's the original Tracker, so he could be actually Hawkeye. I'm looking at his picture right here. That's him. I don't want to click it. Let me click it. I'll click it, I guess. 1984 was his appearance. His rank was an
Hawkeye,
E4.
1984, G.I. Joe.
You're on it. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't even say his name here. So, you know,
Oh, that's not him. No.
no, his name's Spirit. That's what it is. It said on the top. That's why I didn't really realize what it was. It says up
Spirit.
here. His name's Spirit. Yeah.
Some dude
Hawkeye
named
was like the
Hawkeye.
bad guy, I think. Hawkeye. See, like we're talking about 1984, dude. So we were like what 4 years old back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, some long ago memory.
Badass, dude. I saw. Did you see the G.I. Joe the movie when they killed off Duke?
Yeah, I seen it. I just wasn't impressed. They put like the Wayne's
They
brothers
fucking
was in it.
yeah. They killed off Duke, and the next day they played again, and the dude did a fucking homo. I was like, what the fuck?
If you look it up, Cobra is actually like a reptilian. If you want to go there,
Yeah.
and he
Oh
says
yeah, he's a
there's like 5 or 6 times in the whole entire GI Joe series where he goes, "I am not human."
He's not human
He like
anymore.
tells
They fucked his.
no, he takes his mask off when he says that, and he literally has
Cobra
like a
Commander.
reptilian snake face.
Cobra Commander was a human being until they gave him that fucking green shit. They gave him, yeah. They put it on his
Yeah,
face.
but he's
and
like
turned
a
into a
straight
reptile.
up lizard now, though, dude. He has like
It turned him into a lizard.
Everything.
Hell yeah, they took it and
smoking that
made
Cheech
him
and Chong weed. That's what it was.
drink that shit. Yeah, he's smoking that weed. Yeah.
Right.
Then he fucking took it off, and Astro was like, "What the fuck happened to your face?"
I am not human. Skeletor
Everybody was
voice.
like,
That's what it
"Whoa,
sounded
there,
like
dude."
too. It was a Skeletor voice when he said it too. They had the same voice.
It happened right after the TV show V. That's fucking crazy. That scared the fuck out of me, dude. I
The
never
only reason why I know
looked
that
at
is
people.
because I saw someone made a highlight of it. That's why I saw it. I saw it recently, and I went, "Oh, now I know." And no one's at the battle. G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, I would have never knew. I would have traded those brain cells for drugs a long time ago, or alcohol, for sure.
I took all those memories back in the day, put them away.
What are you thinking about right now, Keith?
Smoking weed.
I think he's pooping. Are you pooping, Keith?
Oh, my bad. My wife walked in and needed to chat, and then I forgot to unmute.
Oh, were you
Tapping.
talking the whole time? Muted?
No, not really. So that was a good thing.
I was trying to check to see if you were muted. There should be a code for us to check to see if anyone's muted. Like squirrel. Or,
no, that's
or
cool.
just,
I appreciate it. I would have been talking to eventually, and yeah. So thanks, man, for asking.
I brought you back. I resurrected you. That's cool.
Yeah. Again, virtual CPR.
All right. We got a pulse.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why it feels so chilly today. What is it outside? 62.
Is
No
it?
wonder. That's cold for us.
It's been cold lately here too. I don't even want to go in the backyard to go and hang out. I rolled a bunch of joints and everything. I'm still not out there. My generator's out there. I should go out there, but it's too
You have work
cold.
to do out there? Or just hang out?
I was supposed to water everything, and I still haven't watered any of the greenhouses yet. They're cactuses though, so they're very forgiving. Is what I'm trying to say. If I tried doing that with any of my other gardens, everything would have dried up and died already. I would have been soft.
Half the stuff we grow needs to be like watered every day. When I read it, they're like, "Oh, you can water once a week." Like, no. But then again, I believe there's a problem. I have hard water, the water, and I've been feeding it to my plants. Watering with the hard water.
I'll be right back. I gotta go do things.
Okay.
All right. If anyone wants to come in here in the chat, dude, just let us know in the private chat or in the comments, like, "Yo, I'm backstage."
Yeah, I gotta go take off and take my supper out of the
Oh, you're
oven.
gonna end the call?
No, I'm gonna keep it on.
Oh. Oh, okay.
We'll be here for a while. Not done
Yeah.
smoking weed yet.
Right on. Yeah, I still gotta smoke some more too. Yeah.
I haven't seen you smoke dabs yet. I want to see that.
When you see us smoke a dab. Yeah. When I come back, I'll smoke a dab.
Nice.
Right on.
I'll smoke a dab right here. See this? That's got a whole bunch of that shit in here. You do nothing, man.
But you didn't do it through your nostrils, dude, so it didn't count.
But you watch this.
Oh, that count. I saw it. All right. You got me, dude. I can't say shit now. Yeah, you nostril fucking hit that fucking. But if you ever did a blinker doing that, dude, I give you mad props.
That will fuck my fucking sinuses up
It
to hell,
would,
dude.
dude. You wouldn't be able to smell things for like a week. You'd just be like, fuck.
You know what
Blinker's
would
on me.
happen? I would have a fucking infection growing in my sinuses.
Yeah.
I would
We
have
all
to
know what a
go to the
blinker is,
store right
dude.
away.
You
Yeah,
take a
that's a
hit
long
till the
time.
light blinks.
30
Oh, man.
seconds.
30 seconds.
I did a
Something like
blinker. I'm like sitting there. I'm sitting there waiting for this fucking thing to blink. I'm like, blink, motherfucker, blink. Like, fuck, dude, I'm gonna die.
I would do gravities all the time with the pens like that and do blinkers. And that's the best way, I think, to
I
do a
was,
pen like that.
I
You make
was
a
so
bucket
high. I
ball,
was like,
and instead of packing it with weed, you put the pen right there, and you milk the pen, dude, and take the bucket bong like that. It's one of the best experiences. Or if you put it in a bong, I've done it like that too, where you just take the pen and put it right into the where the bowl's supposed to be, and take a hit from there.
I remember a long time ago. I took some Everclear and I put a weed bud in there, and it started getting this like humming shit all over it. And then we took that and put it on a cigarette, and you trip fucking. It's like you trip for a little while.
You
Like, what
tripped on
the
the
fuck?
mold inside the Everclear? That sounds crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking trippy, dude.
I wonder what it was.
What the fuck was that? I think you trip for a little while and then it goes away.
It'd probably be good for you, dude, because like if it was in the Everclear, dude, it's like 99.9% alcohol. So if it was
Yeah.
a good mold, whatever it was, it wasn't a bad mold. Because if it survived in alcohol, it's, damn, you know, fucking it, that's what I'm trying to think right
Yeah.
now. How could have that
Yeah,
been?
like what the fuck? And it's not mold. It's like all
It
the
ain't
shit
mold.
and part of the THC. It's probably the shit from the THC coming out of the weed, and it turns into a clump.
Oh, I see what you
All the
mean now. Yeah,
THC, yeah, because the
I thought you were
alcohol
talking
would
about like
take that
I
out
didn't
of
know
it.
what you put in there. I didn't know what you were talking about.
A weed bud about this fucking fat. It was a big
Yeah, that's
fucking weed
different.
bud. My friend had it. He was like, "Look at that
You
shit,
basically
man." I
turned it
was like,
into a
"Holy
tea.
fuck!"
Yeah, you turned it into a
Yeah,
tea where you extracted the tea
we
bags,
we
which
um
was the nugget.
we, we dried it up and we ended up smoking it anyways.
Oh, did it give you a headache? I would have gave you a headache.
I got you fucking high as fucking hell. It got me hungover. That shit
What
was
did you do with the
weird.
rubbing alcohol, though, dude? Or the what do you call it? Did you drink it?
Everclear?
The Everclear?
Yeah,
You
we
gotta let
ended
it
up drinking
dry
it.
and scrape it, dude.
It
You gotta
was
totally
it was
scrape it.
like, yeah. Well, my
Should have
friend
been
put
rinsed
it in a
in
pan.
oil.
My friend took all that shit and put it in a pan and made some shit out of it. I don't know. It was
We used to make
some
honey oil
shit.
like that back in the day. My friends that were older than me, back in like the
They were making
80s and early
hash.
90s, we made honey oil doing that exact method. And the way
They
they
had a
did it was
black
they got
ball
high
about
to
that
it.
big.
They did the same thing you're
And we
talking
smoked
about,
that.
but
We
with
smoked
rubbing
that.
alcohol, and they would put a baby bottle warmer on there, and then they would get a water bottle, You put the water bottle inside the baby bottle warmer, and you put it in a spot that would evaporate safely, so the vapors wouldn't fucking catch on fire, and eventually it would evaporate, and you'd scrape you cut open the baby or the water bottle, and you scrape it, and it's just honey oil basically, or what my friend would call honey oil, I should say. So.
Or you get you get some Everclear. And you put you take weed stems and you put them all in there. Put a bunch of weed stems in there, and they'll fucking for a whole month with cheesecloth around it on top of the jar. You put it in your refrigerator for a whole month, and then all that weed will fucking. You put it in a pan, a porcelain pan, the white one, so you see what it looks like, and you'll get like some badass weed out of that motherfucker.
I need to make some edibles, man. I got like probably like a half a pound of just like of weed that like I'll probably end up throwing away. I hate saying that if I don't fucking make edibles or something with it or concentrates. So that's even crazier to say. That's like weed abuse at that point. It was gifted to me. It wasn't my weed. This ain't my weed, so I'm not smoking it because to me it tastes like shit. I don't like it, but it was meant for edibles. Like my sister's coworker gave it to her, and she gave it to me. Like, hey Sal, you want some weed? I was like, fuck yeah, I want weed. She gave me a shitload of fucking jars and a big ass bag of edible quality weed, and I was like, wow, I need to make. That's why I was thinking about getting a Levo oil machine, where it's just like you like an expensive coffee machine. You break open the weed and you put it in this like little metal sift thingy, and you add in the oils of whatever you want infused. You press a button and that's it. It does it all the work for you, and the end product is you have like a jar of infused whatever. That's awesome. It's like $200.
It's awesome.
But it's the best in the market. That and the what do you call it? That something butter machine is the best one in the market. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Magic butter.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta go do some shit real quick.
Right on.
I'll be right back.
This guy's such a multitask person.
I went on Temu and it said, I didn't believe it. It's like, spend some money and get credit back, 80% back. So for every $10 you spend, you get $8 back in credit. I had to buy stuff anyways. I spent like $50 and they gave me 40 something dollars back. Spend 50, let's say, and they gave me $40 in credit. They didn't put it back in my bank, but now I have
You have to
$40
pay that amount in tariffs anyway, though.
Oh, fuck me. That's right. No, this came from a local warehouse. I was reading Temu was stocking up, bringing stuff in
That's
before
smart.
they get tariffed.
Smart. I didn't think about that.
What's that one billionaire's name? Mark Cuban or something like that. He just said that prices are going to go up so high. Go out and buy some products right now. What did he call them? Consumables, like stuff that you use every day. Stock up. Excuse me. I've been telling that to my wife for 2 months because you don't want to pay like $20 for a toothbrush. Get like 20 toothbrushes now. Stuff like that.
You know what I noticed? Everything that was Democrat is getting replaced by Republican run. Basically, that's what's going on right now.
Big time. Oh yeah.
That's what
They're putting in their people.
That's why Mexico is getting picked on. That's why Canada is getting picked on. They were all on the Democrat side.
Remember that Project 2025? What that was about? Oh, it was a think tank. Think tanks tell presidents what to do.
Yeah.
It's usually a bunch of people. They come together and they come up with ideas and shit. Well,
wasn't
it was
it
like
the guy with the pillow that helped him out?
No.
Okay.
No, he definitely helped him out. He was all about the election was fake shit. It's funny.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, he lost a lot of money on all that too.
Yeah, he did. He
But
doesn't have his pillow company anymore, I think.
right. No, so they wrote this 900-page book that tells you everything that Trump is supposed to do. And he even denied it. They asked him about it. He's like, I don't know what that is, even though his name's in there hundreds of times. And he's doing everything that planned, Project 2025. Every single little thing that's happening was planned. Well, of course it was planned, but I'm just saying it's in this Republican fucking book. They want to do a lot, dude. This is just the beginning.
You know what I see the Republican and the Democrats are? It's just another name for um, Atlantis and Lemurians.
Yeah.
Same energy, same exact energy. You had one energy where they wanted to be more humanitarian and help out the people and make people first instead of money and politics. And you have another
Yeah.
side that goes, no, we want money to be first and make a basically a slave class so they can go and basically do the work while we collect
Yeah.
basically
Reap the benefits. Yeah.
yeah, that was the same thing of what happened in Atlantis and Lemuria back in the day. If you ever look into that,
Yeah.
they were unbalanced and ended up destroying one another because their energies
Wow.
collided and they never worked together.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, that's
Yeah.
what's going on now.
That's today. Yeah. Well put.
While I sip my tea, I didn't do that on purpose.
Tea.
That's crazy.
Buy up some tea, buy up whatever you use a lot. I know you might already have stuff stocked up, but some people they keep a lot of stuff anyways, and they're fine.
I grow everything for a reason. 'Cause if it ever goes to that case, I could at least have like a small little stash of everything I need to keep me going till I need to figure things out. A lot of people, if you don't have anything like that, you have to figure things out, and you're always on the go. You're on reptilian brain at that point, survival mode, which most everybody is right now on. Most of us have been on survival mode, living on check to check and fucking eating ramen and fucking. It's been tough for a lot of people. Is what I'm saying.
Dude, Trump just got rid of all the department that researches and helps out Alzheimer's. Why are they're destroying things that help people? I don't get that part.
All the stuff that was being taken care of here in California for like endangered species got all taken away too. So they're not going to help the sea monkeys anymore, which is kind of
Isn't
shitty.
that trip? It's like they're trying to destroy the United States. The forest
No,
workers, the people who, dude, they fired a bunch of people, whatever they're called, the forest dudes and chicks,
yeah, park
um,
rangers.
park rangers, and they fired like half of them at the Grand Canyon. All of a sudden, you had all sorts of that problems came up, especially long fucking lines just to get into the park. They didn't have the fucking people.
You notice the people that are getting fired, we're getting retaliation from those companies and the people connected to those companies. Look at Boeing. Even before all that shit happened, Boeing, the guy who ran everything in their warehouses and shit, kind of exposed everything, saying like, "Hey, man, a lot of the
That's
stuff we
right.
make is like shitty quality." And then the guy ended up fucking disappearing and dying. And when Trump came in there and started taking away people's jobs, especially in Boeing and in the airplane industry, that's when these people said, you know what? Fuck you guys. These planes are going to fall and burn to the ground anyway. And one by one, they started doing that. And I put the pieces together on that. My personal opinion, but they were literally basically saying, hey, if you guys don't help out the industry, your planes are just going to fall down to the ground. even when I worked for the industry back in the day at Lindbergh Field for Swift Air Continental Airlines. Uh, my job was to check for foreign debris objects and unload the luggage and take out the luggage and then guide the planes onto the runway and then send them off. But I would go into the departments where the luggage were, feel everything to see if the screws were on there. A lot of the screws were
Yeah,
falling out of these planes, and
that's
I would have to sit there and go flag the plane down. And people would get mad at
yeah,
me because they're delayed flights and shit. But if I didn't do that, their plane would have probably fucking crashed, and I don't want that on my
right,
consciousness. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah. But a lot of those planes, I thought should have never went up to the in the air because I would tell my superior like, hey, these certain I found a lot of red flags here, right here, right here, right here, and right here, and missing screws, all this stuff, and they're just like, Sal, we don't have any time. We're gonna have to let it go. And there was a lot of times where my opinions got bypassed by authority figures and said, nope, the
Yeah,
plane has already been delayed long enough. We have to let it go. All right,
yeah.
as long as it's on you,
Wow.
then not me. But still, the risk of all those people's lives on the planes had to do with like a person like me and a superior basically arguing over if that plane should be delayed and fixed or not. It's kind of fucked up if you really think about it, because your whole family could be on this fucking plane. Is what I'm saying. That's why I bring that up. Now this was back in the '90s when I worked there, so I'm not doing anything
Hmm.
with that shit anymore. But there's people like that basically kind of roll the dice on those planes lately. And the planes are already kind of halfway being, they're not at like top of the line. Because usually when you talked about someone who worked in the airplane industry, they did the best job in the world. They got paid for it and everything, and they were qualified, and it was what they call it, airplane quality. So it was like the best quality ever. No one ever talked down on an airplane mechanic. Nowadays, planes are falling out of the sky, and everyone's questioning everybody. You know?
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. Heard another one fell down recently.
My son just got his first airplane job. He's gonna be restoring old jets and shit and planes from like the 40s and 50s, 30s.
That's what- I had a beach cruiser that was made um like a World War II beach cruiser. They said back in the day in World War II, they used to take the titanium from the planes that fell down and recycle them and make bikes out of them so they can explore Germany and Europe all over the place. And they spray
Yeah,
painted them military olive green colors and put a star on them and everything. My bike looked exactly like that. Like it was called Kilroy. Uh, I didn't know how much this. I was gifted this bike from a friend, and I haven't seen my friend in years, and I never knew how much this bike cost until someone stole my bike, and I had to put a an SOS in all the forums in my neighborhood to try to look for my bike, and never found it. But a Kilroy was like $2, $3, $4 to $5,000. I never knew this. It was made out of
yeah,
space aircraft
titanium.
aluminum. Yeah,
Yeah,
or titanium. That's what it was, and I didn't know that. But the one thing I did notice was that it was a big ass beach cruiser, but it weighed
yeah,
as light as it was as light as a feather. And I always noticed that. I was like, I never really put two and two together until I looked at because I wanted to get a replacement. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to get another Kilroy, man. That was an awesome bike. I went to type it in and look for a replacement bike of that bike, and yeah, that bike cost as much as a used car. I was like, fuck.
wow.
Never getting that bike again. No wonder it got stolen. I fucking parked it in front of parked it. I put it at the bike little thing, the bike rack on
Yeah,
at Walmart. I put a chain on it and everything, and it still got jacked. I was there with my son. I had a little kid adapter thing so I could have my son in the back of it and everything. They took my bike and the adapter thing for my son, and we just got left there at Walmart one day. someone felt really bad and got me a whole new bike, dude. It was kind of crazy. I didn't ask for it, dude. It was like one of those like we're gonna get you a new bike situation. I was like, well, I don't really need you to get me a new bike, but they're like, no, the community wants to get you a new bike. So I was like, I just want my Kilroy. I really did. I wanted that fucking bike back.
Yeah.
That bike was awesome. There's no way I'm ever getting that bike back. It was a one of a kind situation where I'm not spending that much to get another fucking replacement on that bike. Even used, it's like 1,000 something at least. I saw it a couple times pretty cheap for 100, 200. I'm not going out of my way for a fucking bike. I already have like 3 bikes that I don't even fucking ride.
Mm-hmm.
I need to though. Exercise. It's just either been too hot or too cold lately. You were talking about the weather. It's been kind of like bone chilling lately. I don't even
Yeah,
want to
that's
fucking.
what it feels like here. Do you have a car? I don't even know if you drive or not.
Yeah. I like to get exercise. So I mostly ride the bikes to. I live in between 2 lakes, and that's the whole reason why I want to get all these bikes. In my head before I moved here, I was like, I'm gonna get these fucking beach cruisers. I'm gonna fucking put a car stereo in it, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
go to the fucking lake and go fishing all the time, and I'm gonna get all this
yeah.
exercise riding the bike and shit. Dude. That never happened. It was either too hot or too cold lately here. I don't know. I have to
Yeah, I know what
adjust,
you mean.
I guess. Yeah.
Well, that's how it is over here too. It's like it's too cold for me to go work on the backyard, which is I've been doing for what 2 years now. And and then it's either too cold or too hot. It's two extremes, you know. Hmm.
I don't want to get cold because when you get those hot and cold temperatures, that's how people get sick. I don't want to get sick.
Hmm. Hmm.
I wonder what he went to go do. It's his birthday, so he could be doing anything.
Something about
Light a match.
food, no? Didn't he say he was gonna go eat? Maybe.
Dude, doesn't in that
That's
picture of Juggalo right there, doesn't he look like he looks like a character from CKY or like one of those like CKY characters. I don't know. He
what
definitely
does
looks
CKY
like a
stand
person.
for?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not sure what that is.
Oh,
I think
it
he's
was
part gypsy.
nah. He looks straight up Chicagoan right there. He looks like someone that would know where to get a good fucking Chicago sandwich or a pizza. Yeah, I know where to get
Yeah,
the fucking best pizza, Sal. I can already hear him saying that. Let's
yeah.
go get it. Fuck yeah. I
He
got this
does do
bag of weed. You
reviews.
want smoke?
Hmm.
I know where the pizza's at. Without powers combined.
Now he said his grandpa or somebody is from Czechoslovakia, where I'm from. So there's a slight possibility. It all depends. Is he light? Was his grandpa light skin color with light hair, or was he
See, this is Keith's
uh,
missions in the
darker
world
skin?
is to find out if anyone is a certain percentage of gypsy.
I think you are too, because from the Spain
See?
side, Spanish. Well, the reason I say too is El Paso had a lot of gypsies. Didn't you have family there?
My family had been there since before it was America.
Yeah, so like more than 100 years ago, there was these people there, and gypsies. They came up and they hung around with the Mexican people. They wound up called the Pachucos, and they're the ones who created the whole brand of the baggy, the pimp hats
I
and the
got to meet
baggy pants and all
I
that.
got to meet the guy who makes all the clothes for the Pachucos in El Paso. Like I got to hang out with him for a whole
Yeah,
day, and he's telling me that his family's been doing that for a generation. I was gonna buy
yeah.
a suit from him for like $200, dude. I just Couldn't afford it.
And at the time, you didn't know it was gypsy. So even some of the words they use are actually gypsy words that Spanish people use. Wild. When I found that out, I was just like, I had no clue. So these gypsies were in Mexico, like somewhere else, hanging out with some tribes. And then they traveled up to El Paso and they
That's
formed
crazy.
groups there and hung out and fucking merged cultures. You know what I mean?
I wonder if they're the same people who wear those like boots that with the long like tips on them. You ever seen those like?
Oh, yeah. I always thought those were like rancheros.
Yeah, that's what
But
they look
maybe,
like. But like they wear fucking cowboy boots with these long tips, and sometimes they have like
yeah,
rattlesnakes on them or some kind of
yeah,
weird shit
yeah,
on them.
Where?
yeah.
It's interesting.
You'll go to a club. You go to some club
Mm,
or place
He
in
was backstage
Mexico,
the whole time.
Dude,
and
I've been chilling for like
everybody's
an
wearing
hour,
those
bro.
shoes.
I've already smoked a joint, fucking ordered a pizza, fucking god
We were
damn.
talking about pizza. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, Sal, if you've
pizza.
ever seen these
I got this
clubs
shit right here.
where everybody's wearing those shoes. They're on the dance floor.
That shit's
So,
hot as fuck.
There's like 100 people with those weird shoes.
hey Juggalo, here, put your picture on there for a second. I want to show everybody something and everybody else. So if you look at his picture, dude, remember Band Majera and CKY and all that. What's that guy's name that looks exactly like Juggalo right there? There was one character that I think he was on Jackass too, where he looked just like him in the first couple Jackasses, because he had the hair and all that. And he also looks like we were looking at your picture for a while, going, yeah, Juggalo looks like that guy that would be like that would give you the perfect knowledge to get like the best fucking pizza or
Yeah.
what else?
Don Vito, was that his name? Don Vito with Bam Margera?
It wasn't Don Vito. Don Vito was Band's uncle.
That beat up passed away. Fucking
He did.
pedophile.
Was he? Damn.
Yeah. He accidentally
First
was at
place,
a rally. And he accidentally touched a 13-year-old boobs, and then he went to prison for it. He was on
first
drugs.
place I would, first place I would do a food review if I did Chicago would be Al's Beef.
I'm gonna look it
Fuck
up.
yeah, that place is cool.
Owls. It'd be Sal's. No. That's just wrong. Never mind. Never mind.
In Chicago.
You saved myself there.
Al's Italian Beef. That's what I would buy.
Italian beef up there, man, it's like fucking heaven up there. Holy fuck.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people don't
I ate a
know
lot
that
of that.
sandwich. Sean,
Yeah.
did you know that most Americans don't know what an Italian beef sandwich is? Isn't that wild?
Wow. It's crazy, dude.
I
Like
thought
a
it
cold
was
cut,
like,
or just the beef itself?
see, Sal doesn't know. It's actually beef that's been
Coolest
cooked
beef
for like
sandwich.
8 hours or something.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's the coolest beef sandwich in the world.
Oh, so delicious.
Is it Italian though? Because that sounds like many
Fuck
other
yeah.
cultures do that same method.
It wasn't made in Italy. It was made in by Italians in America who had certain type
New
of
York.
cuts of meat that were tough. But if you cook them for 8 hours with spices and this and that, and then it makes an au juice or whatever it's called, au jus.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like here in America, we do the same thing with a lot of meats like that, especially like in
Yeah,
southern areas like Texas, where you got your
yeah,
brisket. Brisket's hard as fuck if you don't sit there and tenderize it and cook it for a fucking long time. You know?
yeah. These are like poor Italians, and they turn it into some fire fucking food, man. Wild, and it's super soft after cooking for 8 hours.
Oh, I found who your Jackass character is there, Juggalo. It was Preston Lacey.
Oh.
You are Preston. And that picture right there would
Preston
be right
Lacey.
there. Yeah, if you look up Preston Lacey from Jackass, it's literally like brothers, bro. You're like,
I remember when they were
Whoa.
bowling with that dude.
He's older than me. He's like about he's 55 years old now.
Cheers.
Oh. Cheers.
He's the same age as my brother. Yep.
If I grow a
in
beard,
some
I could look like
pictures,
Chris
he does
Pontius.
look like him. Like who?
Did you look it up?
Yeah. There's some pictures that look like him a lot, and some that don't.
Well, yeah, it's just a picture of him smiling. Preston Lacey is
Yeah.
When I was
Google
in my
picture.
20s, I was doing shit like that back.
But him in the movie,
Up and up by
Jackass, dude. That was straight up fucking Juggalo. That's what I'm not looking at like aged out fucking Kristen in his old 55 pictures. I'm talking about Jackass when Jackass 1 the movie came out. He was in all those movies in 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he looked like him more when he was younger, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because some pictures look like him, and then you're right, the older pictures don't look like him.
Don't look at him at all. Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to look exactly like John Andy. Exactly.
I thought you were gonna say John Gotti.
I
Yeah,
thought
John
you were
Gotti
saying
here.
Okay.
No. I'm like, what?
No show this afternoon, 8:40?
Yeah, I just
All right,
did
you're
it.
showing.
You just did it?
Yeah.
You guys,
When?
you were on the show the whole time while we were over here just showing?
Yeah, I was over there for like an hour and a half.
What?
Serious.
I looked for
I'm gonna
you
double check.
since we've been on here.
If I
didn't
don't see a notification, he's fucking with us. Hold on, I'm gonna check right now.
see you are catching on to him better than I catch on to him, dude.
No notification. You fuck with him. He's laughing too,
Sal,
so he can't get
Sal,
himself
you're
up
my
there.
buddy now. You're gonna tell me when he's fucking with me from now on, because I don't.
He was
catch on
fucking
to
with
it.
both of us, not just you at that time. He's like, no, I was live.
I was about to say I invited everybody. I didn't know where the fuck everybody was.
No, but that's what I'm saying, Sal.
Oh.
You gotta let me know. You know what I mean? Just like now you do.
No. Just because you said that, I'm gonna go on an 840 side and fuck with you now.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I can't buddy with you, dude. I no. If he's trying to fuck with you, dude, I'm gonna let him sometimes.
Oh,
Why am I
man.
gonna ruin his fun? I don't want to ruin his fun. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I
I
mean,
don't want to ruin his fun.
right? Like, what? Because he'll do the same thing to me. He'll be like, nope. Sal's trying to fuck with Keith. I'm gonna fuck with him now. Like, no, he'll bring it back to me. Come on, dude. Keith's like, leave me alone, guys. You ain't safe with both of us, man. But we got you,
My
Keith.
favorite pastime to fuck with Keith sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes I'm like,
Right.
I fuck with him.
Right? I expect the same from you, Keith, too. Like, if I was fucking with 840, I wouldn't want you coming in there and fucking with them. So we all have to just be like, let it ride, bro. Let it ride.
Let it ride.
It'll come back to haunt you.
Because
Even if you know,
I'm
yeah,
like the opposite. If I
Mhm.
know, I'll be like, Sal, he's just fucking with you. So I should
Don't do that. No, let him fuck.
Okay.
You would ruin it for him. That's why he sits there and
Okay.
gets you after that. He goes, fuck Keith, blah, 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 blah. You know, because you deserved it. Because you ruined the whole thing there.
Mhm.
No, you want to know how you can tell when I'm fucking around? Because I smile. Like, I'm
No,
like,
you
yeah,
laugh.
okay.
You start laughing. Stop laughing.
Yeah. Well, I was there the
I'm
whole
a
time,
horrible
man.
fucking liar too, though. I am. I start laughing, or not laughing. I do laugh. I don't smile. I just laugh. I can't keep a lie for that long without going, all right, I lied.
Dude, I was gonna be like, I'm double streaming right now. Who does? Oh, fucking Darth, bro. I've been over there. I hit him up on his live. He's scared, bro.
Tell him he's dead to me, dude. We were supposed to break dance
Yeah.
battle. Tell him I already
I
had
told him.
all the bitches and what else? We could have had parties at his house in PB. We didn't even have to go to his house. We could have just met at the bonfires down the street
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
and right there on the beach. We still had a great time. But yeah. He had to abandon us and just leave all of us YouTubers here all together. Doesn't even come to say hi or yell at us or anything like that anymore. It's too good for us.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
No, he'll be back. He'll be back.
Someday.
Tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said any of that, but tell him I said, you'll be back.
Yeah, he does this. He gets pissed off and won't come around. And
I know he's mad. You know he's mad when he would have already been fucking with us. Like it's been like week 3, I think now. He didn't fuck with us.
I think he got mad because I let Al Jefe talk shit to him. But I tried.
We
to
were all
explain
talking
him,
shit to him at one point, bro.
Al
Every
Jefe's
single one of
rogue,
them.
you know. No, we weren't. Nobody was
The
talking.
guy's a comedian, though. That's not fair. El Jefe Blanco is a comedian that makes fun of all of us, like insults us as his jokes to make fun of us.
See, he takes it as somebody talking shit. I take it as somebody poking fun. And I'm not above Al Jefe's bullshit either. Al Jefe hits me with some funny shit. You know what I mean? I just laugh at it. I'm not like,
remember when you said you look like a penis?
Dude, he's told me all kinds of
that big head.
Shit.
Me too.
Yeah. Dude, he said I had
like, you're a little dickhead.
Dude, he said that these things, he goes, those things on the back of his head are fucking hydraulics to hold that fat ass head up. That's what he told me one night, dude. I was like, this motherfucker.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
He also said something about you being able to hide shit in there.
He said a lot to me too, and I think it's the funniest shit in the world. But I like to encourage his comedy though. So you know?
Yeah, he called us.
Didn't take him as
the other day.
People didn't take him as a comedian when I met him. People just a shit talker, and they took him really seriously. And I'm like, dude, if people just listen to you and not just hear noise and actually listen to what you're saying, you're funny as fuck.
He is.
Dude, he should highlight in his name in parentheses comedian. If that's all he needs to do. He could be El Jefe Blanco comedian. If you just did that, people would know exactly like, oh, I know what time it is, dude. Go for it. Yeah, and you would just let him do his thing. Yeah. You wouldn't have to get all triggered the first couple times. Like, what did you say, homie?
Yeah, everybody gets triggered the first time. That's why I tell everybody, I'm like,
I did.
Like Yanni, he called you a dickhead. He doesn't he says that to everybody. Don't take it personally. Because he'll call chicks dickheads too. It's funny.
Yeah, everybody did. Everyone's open game, dude. It's fucking awesome. If you know what time it is.
I'm not above this shit.
I thought maybe he would start a roasting show, but I don't think he works and he doesn't really have time to. He works nights.
How would you take him seriously though? He would have to show his face, or make an AI little thing of him. Like
no, he's done it before. He's showed himself before. I've seen him. Just like a flash.
I've seen him. Because I was laughing because I had thought he was black for like 2 months. I thought he was.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being like a what do you call it? A typing warrior and someone on stage actually doing their stand up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I could type in some shit in the comments and just fucking have everyone going too. But it's even tougher just to be up here saying it though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Does he have it? Does he have what it takes to be on stage and to be like, I am El Jefe Blanco?
Yeah.
I think he does.
Yes, that's what I want to hear. Okay, that's what I'm asking. Yeah.
Because he'll go to work at the gas station or a bodega or somewhere he works, and there'll be people walking around, and he'll like fuck with them, make jokes and shit like that. And so you could tell his personality. He's not afraid to, do that.
He's from the streets. Nice.
Yeah. It comes natural to him,
It does, yeah. If you're from the streets where you're sitting there with your homies kind of hanging out, smoking a blunt, or just like stooping somewhere on a corner talking shit about all the people that walk by. I've done that before. I used to go to bars and just make fun of everyone going past by me and stuff like that. And the people that were hanging out with me would just laugh their ass off because I'm just sitting there talking shit about every single person that goes by. I've done that for years. And people, they took it because I was just being a fucking idiot, an idiot comedian, basically. I would make fun of myself too, so it wasn't just like I was making fun of everyone else. I'm open game too. And I'd let people fucking have at it on me too. They did. was awesome. I learned a lot about myself.
I gotta write a list of
I
things
got
to
a I
do.
got a brand new video game. I got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Is that what you were playing
Yeah.
last night? You were like,
Yeah.
it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre time. I saw that before we left last night. Nice.
That was
How is it?
very interesting. Very
There's a lot of
interesting. Dude.
gore.
Holy, like the movie.
So can I use arms and legs of people for weapons and
I don't know. I didn't play the person trying to hide you. I played the one of the people.
like I want to cut your
You
arm
know,
off
cook.
with a chainsaw and then take your arm and beat you with it. Can I do that in that game?
Probably can.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm like. It sounds fucked up, but you think it'd be a really good game if you can at least do that. If you can do that, then I'm like, that's a fucking really cool game.
Well, it's a
Is
Texas
it
Chainsaw Massacre. Of course, you could do it.
well? Where I was going with that too is like you know how like in Grand Theft Auto you can just go on your own tandem and go on your own adventure
Yeah.
in the Grand Theft Auto map. Is it like that on Texas Chainsaw Massacre where you can just say fuck this game, I'm just gonna go and explore and maybe kill all this village and just walk around here and do fucked up shit? Can you do that in that game?
Um, in the game, and you have to escape from the house.
Oh, so you're not even out of the house yet? Okay, I get it.
No,
I thought you were outside already. Be like, you know, 'cause
I gotta find where they're fucking leaving at. I don't know where it's at.
was that a real true story or was it just a shit that they made for a movie?
See, what happened is the original person was in La Crosse, Wisconsin, named Ed Gein. He was making people out of couch cushions, lampshades, all
That was
kinds
the
of shit.
Leatherface guy, though. He's the same guy, right?
Yeah,
That's what I've heard. When I was in Texas, they were telling
that's
me,
that's
"Yeah,
where
you don't
he came
remember the
from.
Leatherface guy?"
That's
I'm
where,
like, "Yeah,
yeah.
that's the same guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre." They're like, "You want to go visit the house that they say allegedly is the guy?" I'm like, "I thought it was fake."
I
And they're
seen
like,
it.
When when I was in the paranormal group, they would always say that it was real, but I was just looking at them like, "Bullshit."
I seen the house.
Yeah, did you? That's cool. Cool and morbid in the same time. That's kind of cool. I don't think it's cool to see like a dead people house that a bunch of people died in. It's kind of scary, to be honest. Because what if you don't know and you moved into a fucking place like that and you got your whole family there? They
And the way
didn't.
that place looks like, man, look like a bunch of
Be
people
poltergeist
outside
all
of
over
that
again,
motherfucker.
right? I feel like places like that need to be burnt down and like blessed. The ground needs to be blessed and start all over. A reset needs to happen somehow.
I went to La Crosse with one of my friends a long time ago, back in '06, and there was some serial killer out there killing people with big, big giant, long goatees and mustaches. I'm walking around with a long goatee and a fucking mustache.
Everyone back then had a fucking goatee and mustache. They're fucked.
Yeah, this dude's fucking killing everybody with
You know what's
mustaches and
scary, dude?
goatees.
Dude, if you look up a map of like the serial killers in America in 2025, dude, it's fucking scary how many are out there right now. They don't talk
Mm-hmm.
about it. Look at that. Is that a glob?
No, it's a fucking.
Oh, it's a joint. I thought that was a glob. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We got a legend
Whoop,
here.
whoop.
That looks like a 1 gram
Exactly.
globber.
Thank you very much. Whoop whoop.
Whoop.
Cheers, Jack.
You ate that?
Bet.
I saw the food on your plate, and I was like, "You ain't gonna eat all that." And I was like, I looked again, and it wasn't even in there no more. I'm like, what the fuck? You
I need
got
to get me a
munchies,
mold, a 1 ounce mold for a Cannagar, dude. I finally got enough. I got lots of weed enough to make a bunch of Cannagars.
Just said
So
that.
I want to smoke a big ass 1 ouncer and see how long it takes to smoke it.
I'm about to smoke a big fat a whole bunch of shit's about to go down in about 2 hours.
Dude, I seen one of the trippiest videos earlier. This man gets a worker, a convenience store worker in the bathroom, holds her hostage, and is pulling her
I saw that.
teeth out. He's
I
pulling
saw
her
that like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Pulling what?
He's
Pulling
pulling
what
her
out?
teeth out. Her teeth.
Oh.
Like, that's some crazy ass shit.
Yep.
He was doing it in the name of the Lord. The guy was crazy. The guy just kind of lost it. He was an old guy who just, yeah.
Whoop.
If it was God related, it's usually schizophrenia.
He was total schizoid. He flipped. I don't know what I'm doing.
I told him to do it. Yes.
He knew exactly what he was doing because then when the cop asked him what you were doing, he's like, I was pulling her teeth out.
Right.
And you go over there and get
A lot of times it has to do with killing somebody. Like God told me to kill. Blah blah blah.
He was a redneck dude with like a beard and everything, dude. He lost it. He flipped the switch where he.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It happens. You might not be sick at all, and then one day, like my dad, he was fine, and then one day, next day, he was never the
It
same.
happened to me. It happened to me.
And say, I don't know.
Happened to your
One
mama.
day I was fine. The next day I was not. Like that fucking happened to me. It was fucking.
Anybody else get paid twice?
No, I'm talking about schizophrenia and like completely losing it for the rest of your life.
I forgot the reason why they did.
I thought you meant just like getting sick or. Yeah.
No.
Do you remember
yeah.
A40? The reason why he was collecting the teeth? I forgot the reason. It was a weird reason.
Like I'm gonna eat them later. No, I don't know. It was something weird.
It was weird, yeah. Like he had a reason for pulling out her teeth.
I'm almost here.
Reminds me of my dentist. Pliers.
The crazy thing is though, is like the cops break into the bathroom, right? Because he has her hostage in the bathroom, and she's such in shock. The cops are asking her like, "What did he do to you?" She's like, "He pulled all my teeth out," and like it took her like 5 minutes to tell the cop that, dude. I would have told her right away. That guy pulled my teeth out, man. He tried killing me. Get him. You know what I mean? Like she was in shock though. Like it took her a while to fucking tell her like, no, he beat the shit out of me and ripped my teeth out of my freaking mouth. It was a crazy thing. Yeah.
Don't
I'm
drink
surprised
the
it
water.
didn't pop up in your. Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't pop into your algorithms on YouTube because it did ours, and it will now since we're talking about it. Sorry.
Well, I don't really have what I go to. All I only see who my subscribers are. Is the only videos I see. It doesn't put in like other.
Bullshit, dude. How do you have this magic on YouTube? You know, I have algorithm galore on mine, dude. If I watch something stupid, it'll give me 50 or 20 of those stupid fucking videos. So how do you do this? What's your magic?
You guys
magic.
are going to home, and on home, mine says your history's turned off. We have no clue what your algorithm is. Then I go to my subscribers. And there, it's all the videos my subscribers have been posting. They do hide some, right? If you don't go to them. That's where I go. I go to only my 1,000 people I'm subscribed to or channels. It's a different section. You guys go home.
I know. I go there, but like the algorithms take over after you watch one video from a subscriber. It'll pop into a completely different video that I'm not even subscribed to.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have access to the feature you have. When I go to home, it says, let me see here.
Yeah, you go to home, it says subscribe, and you watch a video on subscribe. I watch that video, but at the end of that video, it'll tell me if I don't fucking say stop, it'll click to some other random video that I'm not subscribed to. And then that's where it happened.
Yeah.
It'll just keep feeding me videos of some random algorithm.
So when I go to, no, I get it, but you have to turn the home off. So when I go home, it says your watch history is turned off. You can change your setting at any time to get the latest videos tailored to you. It says update setting. So you would have to go in, whichever I went in there. I took history off a bunch of stuff, including that. Once it does that, it doesn't recommend videos that way to you. It doesn't go to some unrelated video or anything like that. The way I usually find out about other videos is through people's videos. So like somebody might be talking about another video, and I'll go check it out.
I usually have all
Sometimes
that
there'll
stuff
be
on.
yeah, and then on the side of the video, I usually get related videos, and once in a while there might be something new, but it's not based off of previous stuff. It's based only off that video I'm watching. So if I'm watching Sally Mon videos, it might show me some other Sally Mon videos on the right side. I'm on the computer, by the way. I don't know. I just turn history off. It turns off the algorithm. And
I
I'm
never keep
missing
my
out on
history
these
on.
new I'm missing out on all these new videos I could have seen from other subscribers, but I'm happy with the ones I already have. I don't need more,
No,
you know.
the stuff we're talking about is us just even talking about something and then randomly it appearing in the algorithms of YouTube and
Oh, see,
Instagram.
I don't
Mostly
get that.
Instagram. I get
Yeah.
that all the time on Instagram. Like if I'm looking at something on eBay, like I'm checking out the most random product. I'm telling you, one of a kind random product that like no one should even be knowing about. I'll get an advertisement on Instagram like hours later of the
Yeah.
same product or
Yeah.
something different related. Like, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
get
look at
that.
that.
I get that too on certain apps I use and stuff, and all of a sudden they know what I'm interested in or whatever. Not on
Oh
YouTube. I
yeah.
don't get that. What's up, Super?
What's up?
What's up?
What up, man?
Happy
What's up, Super Nugs?
birthday to you. Remember that? Happy
Yeah.
birthday to you, Mr. President.
And then like
I
a couple of weeks later, you got shot.
yeah, but I think they should
They
have some
wanted to tell
hot.
us about the aliens on the moon. That's what it was. Aliens on the moon.
They're like, shoot that motherfucker.
That's what the document said. So that they wanted to, both of them wanted to expose that there were aliens on the moon.
Sounds like a song. Aliens on the Moon, like a
Hold on,
classic
I'll be
rock
right back.
song.
I'll be right back.
All right,
What's up, Super Nugs?
why are you laughing at us, 840?
No, I'm laughing. We're watching this little rat rod thing. I think I want to build a rat rod, bro. I'm over here
Oh,
looking at
what?
him. I'm like, a rat rod. Like I want to build something like this, bro. Let me see here.
The power truck was tight.
Let me get to the one I really like. This here, so.
840. Also, TJ has a question for you. He asked me earlier, but I'm not familiar with it. You are more familiar with them, especially Colorado. At the festivals you've been to in Colorado, do they sell rigs and genetics?
They do. They do. There was one that we went to where we picked up we picked up a bunch of shit. Shortberry, we got the whole Ocean Ground team was there. But yeah, anyway, there's a lot of them here in Colorado that you can go to. You're gonna have to. I'll have to look them up. I'm trying to remember what the name of the festival was, but it was a breeders' festival, is what it was. There was a bunch of breeders. There was people representing seed banks from all over the fucking globe, not
That's what
just
he
the
wants.
United States. Yeah, they were from all
Yeah.
over the globe.
That would be perfect.
Yep.
And dab rigs, TJ, where 840's at, they're like the dab rig capital of the world. They have entire warehouses, giant warehouses dedicated just to glass.
What?
Yep. When you
Oh, yeah,
buy
'cause-
glass,
They'll
sometimes if
have
you're
a
ordering
rig.
like through through places, it's probably coming through these warehouses. So look, check this out, Keith. This is what I want to build. I almost purchased one a while back, years ago. But something like this. See that thing driving away and watch it.
What do you do with it?
Drive
it
it.
around on those nights where people drive their cars?
Yeah, just go fuck around. But like, not this one. But like something like that. But not that one. You'll see which one.
I've never seen these antique style ones with the patina and shit.
Yeah, these are called just like rat rod and fucking.
Huh?
They let them stay patinaed.
Huh. It's interesting. I'd rather do something like this than the really nice ones. Those look more difficult.
Yeah, look, some of them don't even have windows or anything. They're like true fucking yard finds that they just build. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That one looks painted on.
Yeah,
He
so look,
cheated.
that's a 51. That's like what fucking my father-in-law gave Sadio was a car like that one.
Damn. Classic vehicles.
See, like that. That's like something I want. It's something like that. I can, or the next one's coming up here.
You have too much time on your hands, man.
I have too much time. I'm fucking busy.
You're talking about building this thing, man. Holy shit. That's
Yeah.
gonna take you at least a day, bro.
Yeah, probably about 6 months of tinkering.
Getting parts
You
and
give
shit.
me, yeah, you give me 6 months of tinkering, I could put something like that together.
Yeah. I bet you'd make something real nice, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because a lot of times, Keith, they get the patina and then they do a clear coat over it. So they don't want to do anything to the car. They find it rusted and busted. They just knock the crud rust off and they fucking clear coat it and undercoat it so it don't rust anymore. You know?
Yeah.
They keep that patina. They like it.
It's pretty cool.
I don't mind it myself. I'm just being serious, especially like.
I like it because I feel like that's something I could. I have a feeling that it's less expensive. Like to not have a window is less expensive to have to buy a custom window and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I like it because it's something more mainstream
Obtainable.
people can do. Yeah, yeah.
It's something,
and it looks cool. Yeah,
yeah,
I
and
like
it's
the
an
idea.
art. A lot of these guys, it's like
Very
an art.
artistic. Yeah,
You know, you get to put your own twist on it, how you want it. You know, some of these guys they cut shit off, they take the doors out, they chop the top, they do. You know, they get to customize it. It's an art. Yeah. I appreciate it. I appreciate the art of it. Just like you know, with the car stereo stuff, there's an art to it. I appreciate it.
Girl, I can't get my damn charger. Either I can't reach it or I'm stepping on it.
What?
My charger.
Yeah, some of these are really nice. Some of these are just like they're just backyard built.
1 out of 2.
Yeah.
Great.
I was
Take that part. I'm gonna put a plug back in.
I was telling my wife though, wouldn't it be cool to do one of these, but do it with an electric engine? I think that would be cool. To get a nice electric engine and just mount it into one of these old ass cars, keep all the patina, all the shit. It's like some old school mixed right in with some new school shit, you know?
but
Oh yeah.
you could put in a very small motor in there, electric motor. Like there was these ones. It's a Mazda EI V6 or some shit
I'll
like
be
that,
right
dude.
back.
I was every time I see one of those, I think of you. It's super low price, and the reason being, if you're just driving them around to show and stuff like that, show nights or whatever they call them, you don't need like some fucking crazy engine in there or motor like a Tesla motor. Oh.
You can put an alternator on the wheel well and just have it to where it generates a certain amount of money that or voltage that charges up a battery, and it'll charge itself.
Yeah, the braking systems now do that. So when you brake, it puts energy back into the bank. But really, if I can, like we keep saying, if I can find a little cheap electric car and just pull the motor out and slap it into something like this, it would be cool. That would be fucking cool.
Yeah.
I've seen a video where someone made a like a little 50 dirt bike out of putting like two alternators together to where it was just charging and running on itself, and it was a pretty amazing. I was like, whoa, look at that.
Yeah, very low consumption of battery power when you do
Yeah,
that.
it just needed to be jump started, and it would just keep going and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. What are those called? Those other ones where they do the permanent magnet fucking motor?
Yeah, this was similar to a Tesla motor, because a Tesla motor is just basically two alternator motors that are AC/DC that are kind of simultaneously helping each other out.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding a little car, throwing a nice little electric engine in it, and just use it
Do it,
as a
man.
fucking, maybe use it
I
as a
would get
prop and drive it
I would get the
around.
Wayne's World car, bro. Get the Wayne's World car, bring it back so you can have everlasting rope licorice on the top so you can eat it. Yeah, that's a stoner mobile for sure.
Yeah.
I can see that being
Ford
electrical.
sells the Mach-E Illuminator electric motor. This thing looks pretty cool, dude.
The Mach-E. That sounds like the Mach-E.
Yeah, it
It's
sounds like a fucking monster or something.
it's
Who
actually
is
from
the
the
Mach-E?
20 it's from the
Mach-E. Oh!
2021 it's from the 2021 Mustang Mach-E GT. Why
Yeah,
is
but
it
if you spell it
only
all together,
$1,400?
1,400.
$1,400 and
Yeah,
That's
must
so
probably
you
be
because the battery costs $2,000 for that thing.
the battery's probably
But that's
expensive.
okay. That's okay. You know what I mean?
Oh
But
yeah, you
there's
don't need a big old battery. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't need all that power. In the future, you could always upgrade it and get, what was it, 13,000 something or another.
Keith,
Yep.
I'll be way happy if I can get fucking 50-mile range on it, just enough to like drive into the little town and get what I need and drive it back. You know,
205 pounds, max speed 13,800 RPM. Like it's a Mustang Mach-E GT
yeah,
motor.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's got lots of power. You could use
Did
it
you see
somewhere else.
TJ's
But
comment?
for 1,400 bucks,
crazy,
dude,
dude.
that sounds like a steal. If I ever clear coated over Rust, my dad would raise from the grave and do me in. I seen a Volkswagen
No,
that was built
not that one. The bottom one.
572 big block in front of the car, and it was tubed in the back.
Yeah.
Wild. People do some wild stuff nowadays.
Right? The Volkswagen was basically a whole engine at that point.
Yeah, I knew a guy who built a fucking bedrock bus. This was a fucking hot rod bus, dude. It was
Imagine
dope.
that bus. It did wheelies, I bet. Needed a wheelie bar.
Yeah, do you have it did. Do you have pictures of fucking the bedrock bus?
You could probably find some.
Yeah, dude, this fucking bus was dope as fuck. It was legitly a fucking hot rod fucking bus, dude. But I knew the guy who built it, and a bunch of other vehicles. He built a whole bunch of them. But he
I can't wait to
right
see
in his
your
backyard.
first electric car. My bad. I was just saying I can't wait to see your first electric car.
Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm more interested in trying to build one. That's where I'm at right now. I'm like, it'd be cool as shit just to build a fucking, like, let's say, like a nice little bug, an old bug, and chop it and chop the top and fucking frame it in and, you know, do some cool shit to it and drop an electric motor into it. That would be dope as fuck.
But if you do body shit, you gotta go somewhere to be able to have where they have the right tools and shit, right?
To do what? Like body work?
Body. Yeah.
Oh, no, I can do all that
Like-
shit here. Yeah, like, I could
Like
fucking,
fabricating.
I could do
Fabricating
that
big
shit right here.
pieces.
I could do that shit here
Where?
in my fucking garage. Like I could keep it like you'd have to go have somewhere to do the fabricating. No, you can do that shit in your fucking garage.
I
You
know,
just
but
have
you
to go
don't
and
have
do
a
it.
shop for that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
not a
don't have
shop,
all
but
the tools. You'd have to
oh
buy
no,
all
you're
the
wrong about
tools.
that. No, I'm pretty caught up with tools. I got pretty much everything I would need.
For body
An
work?
American garage can pretty much build
Oh,
anything. If you want to go there, like, yeah,
Yeah.
I never underestimate the garage of America, dude. That's where most of like ideas have come about. Especially if someone
Yeah.
says you can't do it, chances are
Yeah, if
someone
you
in a
could do
garage is gonna
no,
figure it
if you
out
don't
and do it.
if
Yeah.
no,
yeah,
it's
if you know
about
how to do like
about
a fiberglass work, I can do fiberglass work, Keith. I can weld. I know how to
okay.
fucking
So
to sculpt.
I didn't know
Yeah.
your garage was a workshop. I thought it was for cleaning cars. But so do you
Oh
have a
no, bro.
workbench in there? You have a large
Do-
workbench to hold up a hood, for example, to a big
Yeah.
car?
Oh
Where?
yeah, bro. In my garage. Keep it like, do you have a large workbench that you can work on shit? What the fuck?
But
Have
that's
you
where
seen
you
my garage?
okay, that's where you clean your cars. You pull them in, you detail them, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like I
I wouldn't
understand you have a
question it,
garage.
A40, dude.
You could
I really
you
wouldn't,
can
dude,
fill
because of
in
the way his gamer room is. I was like,
Okay,
you know what? He
Keith.
probably has it all.
Picture your garage, right? Picture
yeah,
a garage with nothing in it and just two sides of just tools and shit. I'm in
yeah.
normal tool. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh man,
I have 6 fucking toolboxes in my garage.
and they're all for different shit.
And they're all for different shit. I have to work
You
on
have a
cars.
workbench
I
in there.
have
You have a
yeah,
giant workbench that you could do metal work on. Big pieces
yes.
of
So
metal.
much.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yes.
I thought you had a 2-car garage and it was used for your business.
It is. But like my walls are lined like, okay, there's one wall where I have 1, 2, 3 toolboxes and then I have 2 on the other side. So like my walls are lined with fucking toolboxes and
Oh, I know that.
chemicals and fucking I have a
Yeah.
whole wall of just fucking tools. Like if you
Yeah,
seen
you've
my
showed me the
wall,
garage before. You've showed me
yeah,
before
like
many times.
everything has its place. It's
But
dirty right now. I gotta
I
clean
didn't
it,
know
but
you had the tools for that type of work or the area, you know.
oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
It just seemed like
yeah,
you'd be better off building a workshop that you've been wanting to do for a few years. But building
yeah.
like maybe not something as big as you've been wanting to build, but just a workshop for yourself. You know what
No,
I mean?
I need to build one. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I have enough
that
tools
would be
where I
dope.
can't pull tools out because I have nowhere to put them. Like what you're saying, like I have nowhere to put tools that I have. They're in the shed. They're I have woodworking shit that I don't have like a woodworking shop. I get what you're saying, but like if I chose to build whatever, I can build whatever. Dude, like
Yeah, you
if I
got
just
fucking
chose to
acres.
do it, I'm like shit, I'll
Yeah.
fucking no. I mean in my
The other
garage. Like if
plan,
I chose to build a car in my garage, I can build a car in my garage. Yeah, it could be
yeah,
done.
just tight. I watch my son working on his cars in the garage. Plus, oh, I have something to tell you about that too. He actually traded the one car that he bought recently. I told you
Okay.
about
Yeah.
without saying the names and shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
dude. And it was the only one in my city, and an old man wanted it and traded a vehicle that's worth 3 times more.
That is fucking awesome, dude. Yeah. See, I knew that gypsy blood runs thick, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. No, but my garage is big enough to where I could work on the car, not comfortably like crazy, but like we
yeah,
work around it. 2 doors open, everything. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
there's shit everywhere. Fucking yeah. No, we did good. There's enough room in there. I would like a fucking
You
yeah.
probably have
I
like a
would
2.5 or something.
yeah.
So you have where your car gets your car floor, let's call it. But then do you have
Yeah.
any places that are like away from the car, like extra spaces, extra
Yeah.
square feet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I have
it's
a whole
not like
sink
that over here,
area.
really.
Like
Yeah,
off to the side there's a sink and then have like filing cabinets and shit. Like yeah, there's a whole
yeah. That's like a
Yeah.
2.5, I think they call them. Those are
I
cool.
want to put a stackable washer and dryer in there. That's a plan here soon too. Is I'll have its own washer and dryer in there, so just make shit easy. Dude, but yeah, I definitely want to do some fucking cool projects as far as a little vehicle. Like I'm already hopped into this fucking Sonic. I'm about to do some shit to it. I'm gonna wrap it. I was thinking about painting it, but I'm just gonna wrap it.
Dude, that
So,
thing is so tiny. I can't even. I want to see a picture of you in that car driving. What that looks like.
okay, it's
I
fun.
think you told me that is you don't hit the roof though, right? Or the ceiling. It's actually got a tall interior.
It's ironically tall in there. When you get in a Sonic, it's ironically fucking tall. My head don't hit the ceiling at all. Like
That's
I'm far
wild.
away from it, you know.
Hmm.
But here's the fucking thing, right? I could reach over like this and touch the other fucking window. You know, from inside the car, I could just reach over and like touch the other
Wow.
fucking door and
It's
shit.
a narrow
Like
car
that car.
as well.
Yeah, but the reason why I like the car is like, let's say I ever get stuck anywhere, I can just get out and put the car on like a backpack and just fucking walk off. Yeah.
Yeah. You just pick it up
But
and
yeah,
yeah.
just fucking throw it on my back and like fuck it. No, but yeah, those fucking it's a tiny little car. It's a little awkward to get in and out of for me, and I'm thinking about making it a little bit lower than what it is. I'll probably put a little drop kit on it. So it's going to be a little awkward to get in and out of it, but it's fun to drive. I'll tell you that little car is fun to drive. It drives like it's on little rails, you know. It's agile as shit. Little 6-speed, fucking manual transmission, little turbo in it. It fucking
It's a
gets it.
manual. Wow. I didn't know you
Yeah,
made those.
yeah. It's a fucking manual, fucking with the fucking turbo. It's fucking like I said. It gets it. It'll go. It'll go. It will definitely go. Like it'll pill out all the way down the block if I want it to.
Yeah.
Like she thinks I'm joking. That car pills out by accident. Dude, like you'll go to fucking drive off and it'll just start pilling out on you.
I did it with the boys when we turned on the road.
Yeah.
The kids throw.
Yeah,
Is
fucking
it
car
a
is fucking.
is it a 4-door or a 2-door? I
It's a
got both.
4-door.
Ooh.
Well, it looks like a 2-door, but it's
Right,
a
I know.
4-door hatchback. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
4-door
I was
hatchback.
looking at them after you bought it. I was looking at them online.
Yeah, I've had another one before, a white one. Um,
Oh,
that
this
one
one's not
I
white?
traded.
I imagined a
No,
white.
no,
What
this
color
one's
is it?
blue. It's blue.
Oh,
But I
okay.
traded the white one. I traded it. No, the white one. Oh, I
I
traded
just
it
want
for a
plain
fucking.
right now.
No, I got a that green lowrider Cadillac I used to have. I don't know if you remember that one. The lowrider DeVille I had. The green. It was like an emerald green.
Hmm.
That's what I traded that car for. I've had a lot of cars. A lot of
Oh yeah,
cars.
since I've known you, yeah, as well. Just vehicles and shit, all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of
but like
cars.
vehicle wise, I lost count like at 316. Yeah, my wife's proud to say she's only had 4, but, but I've had
I guess with
hundreds
my
of
own,
vehicles.
but I had company vehicles for a lot of those years. So it didn't matter.
Yeah. Shit, dude, her company used to get her brand new vehicles just to fucking have.
That's the thought. They gave it to me.
Yeah. And they would give it like she used to get nice ass trucks and shit. Just they'll let her use them. Just fucking take them. So when shit, one time she had what was that like not the GMC? Was it the GMC or that fucking nice one?
No, it was the Duramax.
Duramax. That's what it was. That was a nice ass fucking truck.
It was one of my favorites. The Impala was nice too. Had a few nice ones.
That's what's nice when you have fucking a bigger company. You can fucking do powerhouse moves with those cars. Every year you could upgrade.
Dude, do you
All
know
tax
how many
wrap.
used cars are being sold right now? There's like a
All
run
of
on
them.
used cars right now, dude.
All of
It's
them.
insane.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll be
People are
back. I'll be
buying
I've
them
looked
back,
cars.
at
guys. I'm gonna. Family's calling me to help them out with a couple things. So I'll be right back.
all right.
Right on, brother. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. I'm high as
Yeah, dude,
fuck.
I've been looking at the past like 3, 4, 5 months. I've looked at tens of thousands of cars online.
Yeah,
And
but now
I
now
see when
might
they
be the
sell.
time to tell your boy to invest in a couple. You know, he's good with what he does. It might be that time to be like, hey, just grab 2 cheap ones and make it. You know.
Yeah.
Damn, TJ said he has more money in his shop than he does in his house. I know a couple of those
I believe
guys,
it.
man. Yeah, I know a couple of those guys.
You should see the tools my son has. He has to have his own tools for his job. And he has to have his own toolbox, whatever you call them, the big ones with the drawers and shit and the wheels.
Yeah,
He has to have that, his own. And they provide some of the tools, the larger ones, you know.
yeah. No,
But
I
it's
remember when
wild.
so yeah when so when my dad graduated, he I don't know if they purchased it or how that happened, but he got a true master mechanic fucking tool set. Like one
Yeah,
of those big ass fucking 5 foot by 9 foot fucking toolboxes, you know?
yeah. When my son got his certs and graduated, he got a bunch of tools. It didn't come with any box. It was just a bunch of
Yeah,
giant box full of tools.
yeah.
So between that and work and my dad's tools that are in here, fucking just collecting dust,
Just
he was able to
accumulated a
put
nice.
together.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's nice.
I'm happy for him.
That's dope.
But he had no way to transport it until he traded in his car. Yeah.
Uh, I've been following a guy. He's he does a mobile mechanic thing. He's a younger guy, but he started out his business and it's been growing. And I watched him from when he first started it out, you know. But now he has a nice big old delivery truck that he set up a mobile mechanic shop in the back, and it's fucking nice, dude. Like he gave a tour of it. It is a really nice fucking mobile fucking mechanic shop. It's fucking nice. He has everything he needs in that shit. Makes good money. He goes by Matthew. Was it Matthew Parker? Something mobile. I'll find it for you. Find it real quick. Yes. Oh, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh yeah, yeah. That's
They got
definitely.
full 4 doors. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
oh, I know exactly what they
like
are.
an SUV.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know exactly what it is. It's beautiful.
yeah,
Definitely good for work for sure.
yeah. Big old bed, tons of power. Yeah, that's his work car.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could do whatever in that. Let's remember the
I
name of
don't know
this
if
guy.
that's yeah.
Definitely.
He's one of those guys that like started off with a bicycle, then he added a motor to it and sold it and made money on it. Then he took that and bought another one, did it again. Then he bought a motorcycle, fixed it up, sold it for more. Then he got another motorcycle, fixed it up, sold it for
Yeah.
more, and got to use all these things too. You know, he'd use it each one for like a year.
That's what I would do. Like I used to. Sometimes I wouldn't have the cars for long at all, but I would just buy them, drive them, sell them, get something different,
Hmm.
fucking trade them. You know.
Yeah, if you
Sometimes
get
I
a
would
good
trade one
price each
car for
time,
two
it's worth it.
cars. Yeah, sometimes I would trade two cars
Oh,
for one car, like just
dude,
doing all
I
kinds
was
of
thinking
random
about
shit.
doing that. My mom has a really hard time getting into the SUV.
Yeah.
My wife
Dude, I
said we need to
resold the same
take a sedan.
Keith. I resold the same SUV a bunch of fucking times, dude. Like I would sell
Oh
it,
shit,
buy it back, sell it again, buy it back, sell it again. Like I did that a bunch of fucking times.
that's wild.
I'm a gypsy, bro. See, when you're saying one of those guys, like when you're talking about your son, he's one of those guys who did that. Your son is a gypsy, dude.
Oh yeah,
You know, it's just in the blood. You just want to do it. And you don't even have to do it. You just want to do that kind of shit.
yep,
It's fun. It's
yeah.
thrilling sometimes.
You got to drive 300 different cars. That's cool. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, like yeah, yeah. And it's a good time. It's fun. It's like you said. It's almost like an addiction of like gambling once you start doing shit like that.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be set for a while, but if he can, I definitely would like him to buy a car or two, flip them in a few months.
Yeah. But you know, if he has a little bit of leeway as far as is you know some cash power, but he should do is just get an LLC under you know for himself, and anything he does like that, do it through the LLC.
Yeah.
So that
No,
way
he
he
hasn't.
gets the
He's just been trading it, taking the money, buying something better, taking the money. You know what I mean? He hasn't like
yeah
pocketed money so far. But yeah, that's a good
yeah well
idea.
that well what it is it'll help him with the taxes and shit like that. He'll be able to
Yeah.
save money, any gas, anything like that, mileage, all that shit he can claim. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
for anything he's doing towards that kind of stuff, and it'll benefit him. It really will.
Yeah.
But like, anyway, what I was saying is, eventually, if he gets to the point where he's like, get a dealer license,
Oh, he
um,
would love that.
right out the gate, he'll have a lot of buying power with credit, you know, for the business. Because
Yeah.
automatically, when you get it, you know, you got to have a bond, so you got to be bonded to have a dealer license like that. So he'll pay for
Right.
the bond and all that, but he'll be able to qualify right away for I think it's like 250,000 of credit through the business. So he'll be able to go out and buy cars and it not be no sweat. You know what I mean? To be like, oh, I'll go out and buy 3 cars and flip them. You know, high end cars. You know what I mean? You know, I'd be like, oh, I
Yeah.
just bought this fucking nice Mercedes and I'm gonna flip it.
Well, the cars that are going to be in demand might change too because any parts, if that Mercedes parts are come from Germany or somewhere out there and not from America, then it's going to be taxed at like 25% or something.
Cool.
All the parts. So I think it's
Yeah,
gonna. I think things are gonna change a little bit depending. You know, what cars are more expensive. Like maybe the American cars are not going to go up as much as the fucking foreign cars.
yeah, yeah, for
But
sure.
like I would like to find out is what cars are manufactured in America and the parts are made in America. You know, for which car? Because some cars from the same company, like Ford, could have one car that's practically built in China or Mexico, and then they have another car that's built here in America. You know what I'm saying? And so all your parts and stuff are going to cost way less in the United States, the American cars possibly. Well, then you have also like Toyota, Kia, Hyundai, fucking all them, Lexus. They build cars here in America too. So technically, those are going to be in demand. They already are. Shit, Lexuses.
Yep. But now thinking about it like this, let's say your son has a dealer license. He has a good repertoire to get nice vehicles. He can purchase real high end vehicles, drive them for a little bit, and flip them.
Yeah, for sure.
And always make money.
Hmm.
Even if he does one or two a year, he could drive that car for the whole fucking year, and then sell it. And anything he's done with it, he'll make money. Even if you don't, it'll be a capital loss because it was through the business. He'll always end up on top as long as it goes through an LLC.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of these guys at the dealership, that's what he does. He works at the dealership, but amongst that dealership, he has his own license. So he's what they call a broker. So he buys and sells cars and sells them to the dealership itself, and does they do all kinds of crazy shit to make things happen. But yeah, he's like pretty much once you're rolling the money, it never comes out of your pocket. It's all through the business. It's all through the shit, and you just get to pay yourself a salary, and through his salary, he's like, you pay your salary taxes, but everything else is fucking all through the business. And in the end, he makes a good living from doing what he does 3 days a week. He does it 3 days a week, and that's it for like 5 hours a day. He makes good money. I wouldn't mind doing it. Dude, I got super stoned right now.
Super stoned. That's a good one. But how does that make you feel?
I said not super
stoned. Oh.
Yeah, stupor stoned.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna have to start using that. Stupor stoned.
Yeah, I know when I'm really stoned when one of my eyes starts to wander. Or like I'm looking in two different directions.
Oh no. That's funny.
Yeah, I tried out all four of these strains. The best ones are Gary Payton and banana, flavor wise. I was up a long time, dude. A long time. It fucking beat me up.
Yeah, it sucks. I did it last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It takes a while to recover from it. You stay in a brain fog for a while.
Yeah.
See, me, when I do it, I get really bad body cramps. And because normally when I do that, I'm not eating right. My whole schedule's off. I'm still trying to eat with when the family's eating. And it's like, because I do that, it's like sometimes it's like, okay, but I've already been up for fucking 24 hours and I'm eating breakfast. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the, like,
Yeah.
like I've been up all night. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain it. Like, shit.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, my whole shit gets thrown off.
cream and pop. That's why I like the banana green pop. It's made from
It is.
gastropop number 4. Is there anybody out there in the chat? Let's see, we got, according to YouTube, there's 4 of us here. 5 if we include Gary. The wild part too is this stuff's sticky. Hardly ever gets sticky, but here in the desert. Sticky icky.
But I'm about to,
Nobody's here, dude.
yeah, there's never no, well, when he leaves, it's his fucking birthday extravaganza, and he's not here. It's like, everybody's like, we're out. Yeah. That's what I would do.
Right? They're like, who are these fools?
Yeah. I put a link in the chat. That's that kid I was saying that built that little mobile garage out of the delivery truck. This ain't a tour of it, but it shows the whole truck in there. Just take a look at it, dude. It's fucking dope. He has his workbenches, all his shit, all his tools. And, like, it's a really nice little workshop on wheels.
Yeah.
Good idea. I don't know where it made him think of it, or if you've seen it somewhere. I've never seen another one personally like this. I've seen them where they're like the old the work trucks that have it on the outside of the rear fenders where it has the toolboxes and all that shit. I've seen those set up nice, but I've never seen one like this. It's set up really cool.
Is this a car guy?
Yeah, he's the mechanic.
Okay.
Like, he's a good mechanic. I followed him for. I still follow him, but I followed him for a long time, man. Like I said, I seen him start off. He was still at school working in the dealership, and then he started his own mobile mechanic shit just out of an SUV, and it just grew. You know what I mean? Before you know it, he's booked every day. He has all kinds of shit going on. His business is growing fast. It's nice to see people do shit like that. You don't put a plan in motion and succeed. It's nice to see it.
Hey, I'm gonna put the link to the motor in the. Whoa, that's a big long link.
She said,
I put the link, the Mach-E Illuminator electric motor.
yeah.
You can even feature that as part of the design of the car. It just looks cool enough to do that. A lot of electric motors are just plain looking. This one looks wild.
Oh, wow. It does look kind of wild. What the fuck?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like a transmission or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Oh, shit. Yeah, I gotta go. It's that time for me and my J. I gotta go eat. I will return.
All right, man. Peace out. Sean, you there? Anybody home? Anybody in chat?
Boom! I'm back. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna chill out for a minute. I'll come back at 7, and I'm gonna smoke a bunch of weed, take a bunch of edibles, and I'm gonna get high. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. 'Cause I just did a bunch of dishes and shit. I'm all baked, and I gotta go buy a fan before I die. And I ate a bunch of fucking rice and chicken. Holy fuck, dude! I'm stuffed. So I'll be back. Peace out. Whoop, whoop.